Down, they just think they are. Another little wannabe gangster trying to play hard. Ding down, they just think they are. Another little wannabe gangster trying to play hard. Free up the guys, then dip out the ends. Jump in the ride, then burn out the rims. Don't stop, don't catch the boy that I'm in. Never in the block, hoodie up for events. Skin kept close, could you put on them with the tits on 10? Back in the back, that's on tap, all ready to go and jump in. Ding down, they just think they are. Another little wannabe gangster trying to play hard. Ding down, they just think they are. Another little wannabe gangster trying to play hard. Ding down, 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 ding.
Go. Shit. Thing just didn't work. What happened? The whole thing just collapsed. I've been testing it so much. Oh.
Not all I see right now is.
Oh shit, not me. Okay. Wearing a gold chain. Why are you wearing a gold chain? Look at you, man, wearing a gold chain. This guy, he can call himself 2 Chains. What are you saying, man? Gold chain and Colt Eastwood. I would not put those two together, man.
I know. That's why I'm doing that. The funny thing about it was I would go to these gaming events or these preview events, and there'd be content creators that are 10 years, 20 years younger than me, and they're all standing there dressed like me, but with a gold chain. I'm like, did I miss the memo? Like, what? I've never been like, I never wore any type of jewelry, and so I grabbed a gold chain today. I'm like, I'm gonna put this on because I was wearing some warm up pants and I was looking decidedly I don't know, not American. I don't know what it was. I just was screwing around.
It looks good. It looks
so
good.
yeah, and then I'm gonna go down to Claire's at the mall today, and I'm gonna get the ear pierced. It'll be great.
Probably would look good, man. I reckon it'd actually suit you, but you would never do that. You would never get your ears pierced.
Well, I would do one, just do this one so they, can wonder what type of person I am. Yeah, I did the wrong ear.
Bro,
just to spite everybody else. Is he? Yes, he's Disney.
He's Disney. Your dad would kick the shit out of you for that.
You know what my dad said, because my brother and I were real close, same age. We grew up in the 90s. And back then, like, everybody was piercing their ear. Like, you'd pierce both of them. Or the left ear because we were gangster for white guys. And my dad said, if you guys pierce your ear, I will put it in the vice grips and spank your ass until you run away from it.
No way. And now you're about to do it.
Yep. I know. I'm so. Even at my age, if I showed up at my dad's house with the ear piercing, he'd probably try to grab it out of my ear. Yeah. I did not fight in the war of Vietnam for my son to be a.
I got the impression from that 70s show with Red Foreman.
Yeah, my dad's just like him. He's awesome, hilarious, and everything.
Oh, that's brilliant, man. Quintessential American dad. That 70s show dad. That's sick. What's up, everyone in chat? Good to see you guys. I'm sorry we're an hour late. I had some family stuff I had to sort out. Plus, the clocks have not changed on your end, or have they changed, or they're about to change? I'm hearing different things from people in chat about
tomorrow happening for us in the U.S. Tomorrow night, like in the middle of the night. Yeah,
we changed last Sunday for us, so yeah. So, but next week everything should make sense. But yeah, you have this crossover period, and then it's a bit of a madness. Well, Colt Eastwood, things have changed quite a bit in the background. Apparently, I'm hearing you're a pony now. You made a PlayStation video. How dare you? Mm-hmm. And your video was so egregious that it caused D-Batch to call you out. For making a PlayStation video. D-Batch, the flip-flopper D-Batch. Bro, there were so many things I wanted to say. I can't believe how boldly this guy is talking. How boldly this guy is talking. He is
the flip-flopper of all flip-floppers. Yeah. Sorry.
One thing about this whole flip-flop situation is so weird to me, okay? Listen, I get it. You have your team, you vouch for it, but at the end of the day, it's still video games. And at the end of the day, you're still a consumer. If your one brand or gaming console is not doing the source, you move over to the other platform or whatever. That's fine. But obviously there's a long grown animosity with these things. Then you have communities, then you have beef. And I understand that. It's like, oh, you flip flop. What I don't understand is how can your worst enemies become your best friends and your best friends become your enemies overnight like that? And that's what D-Batch did. He just switched out. D-Batch doesn't even play games. Why is he in the space? Why is he calling you out? He did literally flip-flopped.
You don't even like me anymore.
Oh, bro, chat, I am brutal with Colt Eastwood. I am so brutal. I absolutely molest this guy all the time. And that's why I think I'll be honest, it did get a bit spicy last few weeks. I'm sorry. But I'm not sorry. I feel like half of it, I'm like, I feel bad, you know. But then I was like, you know what? The messages are so wrong. Yo, Colt, Eastwood, you deserve to get brutally for this. So you're like, then I'm like, how horrible is it? Like for all his mates to just to murk him in a group over gaming consoles. But at the same time, it speaks to the volume. It speaks to the landscape, Colt. Like Xbox is doing all sorts of things, and I feel like the Xbox faithful, the core circle, are holding on to the idea of Xbox. And when I see the gifs, like we eating good, that shit pisses me off so much. The Game Pass like eating good meme, and I'm like, bruh, expired shit, expired stuff, man. I get it. Like it's not, the internet is, especially Twitter, is just this weird echo chamber of bollocks, right? But at the same time, it's like we need to have a frank conversation. When I had Fonz last week, it was really good. We kind of aired out all the shit we saw in the community, and it pissed us off. And you're at the forefront of it, you piece of shit. But at the same time, we said,
I can't hear you. I don't know why. Hold on.
Well, you just
there we go. Now you're back.
Oh yeah, you were breaking out there for a sec. Say something.
Why? I don't know. That's weird.
Yeah, we're
everything seems to be working.
But yeah, no, yeah. So we were just talking about all this.
I
shit.
literally missed like at least a minute of what you were saying when you said that.
That really helps.
I'm sorry.
Me setting up the scene. I'm sorry. And then you just taking a shit all over that.
I was clicking like 70 things trying to make sure that I could fix whatever it was. You know. That's what we do.
Yeah, I know. I know exactly how that feels.
You were saying that you've been going behind the scenes. You've been going pretty raw at me and everything. And then I said, I feel like I need to explain myself. And then I lost your audio.
Oh,
yeah.
Right. Yeah, no, I understand. Like, Colt's kind of loud. Oh, shit. Say something?
Yo. I'll be about this loud. And you could just move it in Discord if you want.
I've got that. Yeah, go Excel. I'll move it down. Oh, say something now. I think the sound level should be even.
I'll be about this loud during the show. And then I'll get really loud like that.
Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good.
So
chat.
Fark.
I think we're good. Chat. Yeah. So
I want to say to Gaz and not to everybody. Like I don't feel like I have to adjust myself because I know what type of person I am. A lot of the superly overly positive Xbox posts, like this is an Xbox, this is first party, are mostly made 99% made to trigger the intolerant PlayStation fans that can't stand just regular positive things about a brand they can't stand. So when I do that stuff, that gets under Gaz's skin half the time. Yep. So yeah, that's kind of why that happens.
My camera's frozen, by the way. I don't know why.
Yeah, it is. But just shut your camera off and back on Discord and see if that fixes it.
Okay. I am trying.
But I can still hear you.
You can still hear me?
Let me look on Discord.
I don't know what the flip is going on. But okay, yeah. So you carry on.
It's the bane of our existence. Yeah. Discord is just always doing something. Like me losing your audio a minute ago.
Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, go for it.
So yeah, it's not. What is it doing? It's just refusing to come back on.
I think it's just my Elgato Cam Link actually, but I'll see. I'll figure it out.
Yeah, at least you're still on.
What the heck?
So anyway, what happened with D-Batch? I did a PlayStation video, and I was checking out my channel, and I don't do a lot of just PlayStation videos, but I have a few. But I've been doing YouTube covering Xbox news mostly for 10 years or 8 years.
Yeah.
And I do a singular PlayStation video once or twice a year. It's not very often. Yeah. So I can see why he sees this PS6 video and he's like, oh, he totally flip-flopped, because he's a flip-flopper. It's pure projection.
Yeah.
That's all people know, that if you love this team and now you can no longer like that team, you have to hate it because now you're wearing this jersey. And that's that mentality is and I like to piss off the PlayStation fans, but that mentality is why I do what I do. They can't stand it.
So you're trolling. You're basically trolling.
I am trolling.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care about Ninja Gaiden 4. I don't feel like it's first party game according to that industry definition, but I only say that because I'm backed up by by Platinum and Xbox and Aaron Greenberg and everybody else who said it, and it just makes the PlayStation fans angry. And then it's fine if there's like, it's not first party. That's fine if people say it's not first party. But it's the responses where people call me the R word or the N word or the W word or the X word.
What? They're calling you the N word?
Yeah, I mean, this, you know, I love it when they call me whatever word. But yeah, it's when someone has to like insult me.
Say it.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Like the guys in the car in that one skit. Yeah. Yeah, anyway.
Yeah.
You got it, bro. You fixed it.
Yeah, I managed to fix it. No, it's the thing is though, we have to be completely honest. There is certainly an Xbox, like the idea of Xbox has had an existential crisis ever since exclusivity disappeared. Now Halo was the one. Everyone's like, but we knew this was coming. But it's like, but it's Halo. That's the identity tied to Xbox, and that has disappeared. And more than that, it's also the manner in which with Amy Heard, that 30% shit, and it made so much sense that this company, I saw a clip of Mag talking about, you know, how, and you were just sitting there like, when Mag was saying this is a creatively defunct company, they're gonna just be ruthless. And honestly, like, the proof is out in the pudding. Like, I need to see whether or not they can withstand Amy Heard. Jez and Rand have been talking about how instrumental she's been in some of the decision making, the terrible decision making, the massive layoffs that have afflicted Xbox, and the cancellations of multiple titles, and none of that seems to be changing at all anytime soon. So there is that. I thought the PlayStation guys should be grateful though that you made a PlayStation video, because for God's sake, someone with actual production values actually put some effort in, grace the pony landscape. You dog shit.
It's a beautiful video too. I'll brag to no end, because I really did. I put in the extra little things to that video because I mean, PS6 is supposed to be semi-affordable. It's really powerful. You know, I think it'll be a couple $100 cheaper than the Xbox. And I don't know, next generation, the power will be pretty cool. But yeah, they these same guys who say they can't stand the word Xbox. So Xbox being used everywhere. They get mad when Satya doesn't use the word Xbox in his phrase. We'll get into that later on the show. And then I make a PlayStation video, and it's like Colin Moriarty. He's mad that I didn't cry in my car and throw a huge fit about exclusivities dropping. Like, he's mad that I'm saying things like exclusivity is dissolving and franchises and gamers will all benefit from it. I'm only saying that because it makes the PlayStation guys mad. I should have said it when Halo was coming to PS5.
Though, can you not see that that could be a problem? Because okay, you're trolling.
Yeah,
you're being disingenuous because you don't believe it will help the medium.
Well,
right?
that's what a troll is. I mean, I'm not being a genuine troll. I'm making a joke, but actually I do. There is the disingenuousness to troll people and just clean up my timeline, because there are people who can't just disagree. They have to like lash out and say something really horrible and tell me to kick myself, right?
Are you stoking the flames of that?
Yes, I am. But yeah, no, people think I'm a liar because I have a super long nose, but no, yeah, absolutely.
With my nose, but
we both have a whole
Schnoz.
car hood for a nose, but but it is true. Franchises will persist and they will breathe new life, or they will survive by going more multi-platform.
Shut up! No, it won't. Okay, there's an element
Yes,
to that.
they will. Now, there are exceptions, because you could sit here, you could beat me over the head with God of War and Spider-Man. Those don't need to be multi-plat to survive. They do amazing. But when I say franchises will benefit from multi-platform, that statement holds true for the majority of games out there in the world. It does, because it is you're talking about a very small minority of games that can stand on their own, like Mario, Zelda, God of War, even Halo. And Halo's not as big as it used to be. It is a shell of its former self.
Yeah. But by the way,
and we'll get into that too.
Super chat killed me, bro. Just read it. Just read Player Essence.
Oh, hold on. Let me go to it. Oh, crap. I screwed up I launched this show in HDR, and now everything's all screwed up. Okay.
Claire says you messed me up with that.
Which one?
Claire.
Colt East. Oh my gosh! I even said the Colt Easton. Colt
Bro,
East.
don't get us cancelled, bro.
Nutsack.
Oh shit! Shout out to Player Essence. Very good Nintendo content creator as well.
I'm gonna hit the like on that.
Yeah, he's a joker, man. But yeah, man, look, exclusivity is disappearing. I get it. Look, the audience has to be met everywhere. This week we saw, last week, Satya Nadella basically talking bollocks, but at the same time also true to a certain degree. I didn't say too much about this because I just like, it's Satya Nadella. He's going to talk shit. But at the same time, I did find some really interesting receipts of people mocking Satya Nadella for saying that, and Sony for Xbox for saying that. And then Sony's Sean Layden says the exact same thing, that people are competing for.
And Reggie.
And Reggie Fils-Aimé as well. So you've got Nintendo, you've got Nintendo, Sony, and PlayStation, Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft, all saying the same thing. All platform holders saying they compete with everything. However, I agree with that. How much time do we spend on Reels, man? I know for a fact the real shit and short form content has ruined our lives in terms of productivity. That is like, we're just sharing constant memes and shit. But at the same time, that doesn't mean that the outliers, the third place player in the space that has forsaken exclusivity to such a degree should be in the driving seat in this conversation. Just because they lost, Nintendo still maintains exclusivity, and it does it very well. Sony maintains exclusivity, albeit timed. It's still there. But, you know, halfway house of exclusivity for PlayStation. But their games will come to PlayStation, PC, the definitive edition of games. Yeah. And so there's this...
It is saying something when PlayStation says, in about a year, we're going to put our biggest games on the biggest platform that ever existed, right? Or that still exists. Like, PC is the biggest gaming platform.
But they don't
and
say
PlayStation...
a year, but they'll take at least a year.
Yeah. A little over a year. Yeah, they're like 14 months at this point.
But they're not
maybe they're going to be
committed to
2
that.
years. I don't know. We'll see.
But then the thing is that all this stuff leads to the value proposition of why should I buy an Xbox console? And I guess that kind of leads us to the next conversation, because we actually found out this week, I mean, a lot of rumors and stuff, but, you know, we had Sarah Bond come out of nowhere. I think, well, I say out of nowhere. She spoke to that person who she was interviewing and basically confirmed the rumors that were going around about the Xbox being a premium device. I think the premium device surprised everyone because she'd come out and say that out there. Premium in this space means expensive, and we're looking at the back of an Asus ROG Ally that cost $1,000 or thereabouts. Or 800 quid, I don't know how much it is now. The next Xbox is going to cost about $1,000, and it's going to be a PC. So let's talk about,
so.
Yeah, it's going to be a hybrid device, which is the exact same thing. It is exact same thing that we've been saying that they should be doing. It's simple. Do not buy an Xbox. Microsoft's literally telling you not to. Cold Classic Cage is right. And so this is the thing when I talk about the value proposition of the box. On the one hand, you have Amy Hood. Then you're just turfing out things that you've merged Game Pass, which is the value proposition, big thing for Xbox. So exclusivity went, Game Pass we eating good, and now it's what? Now it's the hardware. That's all that's left for Xbox. And the games, let's be real, but the games are multi-plat. They will be day and day on PlayStation. So if you're looking to jump next gen, why on earth would you buy an Xbox? This is the question on the tip of the tongues of everyone, except Xbox, through whatever failures or whatever has led them this way, is now building something, well, purporting to, I know Nuance is lost on the morons that clip this shit, purporting to build the next thing that should really, hopefully, have a decent value proposition, because PlayStation is going to release potential. I'm not banking on the power stuff, Colt. We saw how it turned out this gen.
You never, yeah.
Let's
Power only matters to us. It doesn't matter to the the masses or to sales figures. That's an interesting thing when people say power never mattered any generation, and I agree with that, but it matters to me. And if you're diehard, it should matter to you. It matters to PC players. It matters to pro owners. It matters if your games run good on your base console.
Majorly, we saw them suck the out of the PlayStation 5 Pro. We saw that in 4K. They were like mid-gen, 4K, PlayStation Pro kissing their consoles, all this shit. Don't lie to me. And I know for a fact, Colt Eastwood, that the PlayStation guys don't bullshit me. And this is why I've observed this little bit of a muted noise. Next PlayStation 6 has a handheld alongside it. You thought the Series S was holding shit back? What's your answer to that? And I know most PlayStation guys would fucking love a hybrid device. They just go, oh, it's basically a PC. Do you not realize your PlayStation is an even more gimped PC with no one storefront where that's it, you're murked? What is it going to
Just
look
wait
like?
till they say this first party Xbox PC hybrid is not an Xbox because it's actually just a PC with an Xbox logo on it. Just wait till they say that when the PS6 comes out with the same chiplet design from AMD, the same third-party fan and power supply and all this stuff. Like, the consoles have been, well, even Satya said it last week. He said basically our Xbox console was supposed to be our PC in the living room, a gaming device. They thought that way back in 2001. So the PlayStation fans, PlayStation only fans, they're the ones that I'm talking about. They don't get it.
I think they do get it. I think
it's going to change the game.
I think it's part of, look, Xbox has get murked, and a series of wins a series of losses for Xbox in terms of, what's been in the news cycle, which I won't repeat for the sake of repetition, is because they've been emboldened by that. So now they see all that news, they're like, yeah, Xbox is dead. But I know for a fact they care about power. If the next Xbox is more powerful, and if the reports are suggesting that Xbox will drop its requirement to pay to play online, which is a big thing because they make a lot of money off that. If they forsake that, which is a smart play because paying to play online is antiquated, we've said that for a while. If they drop that and they have this next gen console, and if it's modular, Colt, I know I doubtful it would be, but imagine if it's a modular console and they could, that would be so cool. But then again, I'm just saying that as someone as an additive device, my greatness of my experiences is unmatched on my 5090s. You're not going to get that in a next gen console, but at the same time, I want a companion device that I can just run Steam through. I hope. I'm more concerned about the Fremont, I'll be honest with you. I want Fremont to kick the shit out of Xbox and everything else because I want another competitor in this space to make some memes. Steam can do that. But at the same time, Colt, I'll be honest with you, a PlayStation 6 is going to be the same shit. I keep saying it. It's the same. Okay, PlayStation guys.
Yeah. What's wrong with that?
You said, yeah? You're a PlayStation guy? No, mother D-Match was right. I said PlayStation guys. You go, yeah.
No, I mean, you said the PlayStation 6 is going to be more of the same. What's wrong with that? They're catching up. They're trying to catch up to the PS4, which did really well.
Wait, in terms of sales, a la carte sales, are you going to be like Colin Moriarty now? A la carte sales. I want to know as a gamer.
A la carte.
Or a la carte. I want to know what has happened. A lot. I want to know what the fuck. Speaking of Tim Dog, he's been crazy lately. But I want to know. Shut the f up, Paris. Steam has already won, guys. They don't need Fremont. I don't know why I told him to shut the fuck up. He's actually right. Yeah, Steam has won. Steam will always dominate. Those were my thoughts. Shout out to Paris in the chat. But yeah, Steam has won. But yeah, look. If you're a PlayStation fan, this gen, I'm sorry, this is the worst PlayStation gen so far. I'm not saying it's dog shit, but it's just been worse. For a market leader in this space, everyone's like, oh yeah, PlayStation guys just talk about Xbox. PlayStation guys celebrate Xbox games coming to PlayStation. Xbox, that's third place. Xbox, that has no games. Xbox. Well, PlayStation guys, what are you doing? This was I was talking to with Fonz last week. When I asked Fonz, tell me as a PlayStation guy, are you happy? They're like, oh, well, no, actually, they're fucking shit because they're coasting. I'm like, well, bruh,
The PlayStation fanboy in me wants to give a rebuttal to that statement.
Go on, you pony piece of shit. Go on, you pony Colt Eastwood.
PlayStation has so many bangers. They have Last of Us 1, Last of Us 3, Last of Us Factions, Last of Us Faction 2, God of War Ragnarok, God of War Ragnarok 2, God of War Ragnarok 3, Spider-Man 1, 2, 3, Miles Morales, Spider-Man, Medium Souls 3. The
PlayStation 5 generation has been really solid. There's like my open critic graph shows them at 80 or 81% out of 100 across the board, even with some crap games and a bunch of really great games. The problem is a dozen out of 35 games this generation from their first party have been remasters from like 3 years ago. I'm talking like, hey, remember that game you just played right before the PS4 was done? We remastered it. That is like a third of the library on the PlayStation. So their generation has been solid, but it hasn't been super exciting.
No, it hasn't.
Which is kind of crappy to say because
it's only starting to get.
They ended with Spider-Man, which is awesome. They gave you Spider-Man 2, which scored even higher. I don't know why. I didn't love it. I absolutely loved the first one. But they've had a really solid generation despite canceling more games than Xbox, closing more studios than Xbox, and hiking the price almost as much as Xbox. Not as bad as Xbox.
Yeah.
I think they've had a pretty decent generation despite Jim Ryan being pushed out with the cookie and canceling all these live service games. They've got Fair Games and Marathon, which are looming over the, in the bushes going, we fixin' to F ya. Because that marathon's going to come in.
Successful because holy shit.
I hate to be like that, but I'm in the Marathon Discord, the creators program, and they're like, hey, if you could fill out this thing, we've got you ready for the open beta. And I'm just like, I'm playing some other game right now. I don't know. I need to play Marathon so I can save for myself, but I don't know. You know how it is.
Let me hit at these super chats while you're dropping some memes there. Face 23, Brooklyn, New York. He says, Forza Irwin and Mads Gaming have switched to PS5. The world has frozen. What are we going to do? Forza Irwin has switched to PlayStation. What are we going to do? Mads, though. Well, Mads was on PC. So they're on PC. Just James with the £2 super chat. I don't get ponies without Xbox. They would have no content. Bro, absolutely. Although it's ironic we're talking about ponies here as well. But I have to talk to them about them because that's all they do. That's all they do. So I want to return fire with their bullshit, with their shitty little podcast with 50 people on their panel just talking absolute bollocks and swimming in their own smegma. You're muted for some reason. I don't know why. But yeah. Verg-based Brizzle with the $2 super chat. Colt, you have the best videos, best quality. I've muted you, you said. No, I can't hear you. Why the flip is that happening, chat? It's me. It's me. My window talking. You're doing some hand signals. I have no fucking clue what he's talking about, chat. I don't know what's going on, lad. Yo! Right, it's got to be to you. You were talking shit. All I did was look at the super chats, bruv. What? Okay, actually, hold on. You're messaging me. Am I live? Yes, I'm live, Jess Corden. I am live. Yes, sir. I'm live. I'm live. What the hell is going on? Well, Colt, I can't hear you. Oh, yeah, your DBX is picking up your voice, but your thing is picking up your voice. Maybe it is me. Chat, let me fix this. What the fuck? Nope, that's fine. Why the flip is that not working? Chat! Can you leave and join back? Can you hear me? You can, of course you can hear me. Can you leave and join back again? Let me just do some things. Go back to the waiting room, Colt, and let me see if I can make memes. Sorry, chat. Technical issues. Phil Spencer cut his cord. Colt is also a mouthpiece for Xbox. Fonzarelli making memes, causing beefs. Colt Eastwood. You are talking. It's not coming through. and I don't know why. And I'm gonna have a check at this. Chat is full on. Mic is at 0. That doesn't make any fucking sense. Testing now. Chat, say something. No, Colt Eastwood. What the flip is going on? That makes no sense. Chat, I'm trying to figure it out. He was fine a second ago. You know what? I reckon this is Discord bullshit. Let me fucking sort this out. I reckon it's Discord bullshit. I'm gonna close this. Close Discord. You're gonna see my shit. And I'm going to start doing Discord again. Discord! Oh, what the fuck? Didn't even close it. 1 second, chat. 1 second, chat. 1 second, chat. I don't know what's going on. Where the fuck is Discord? There it is. Discord. Let's go. Chat. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. No, go back. Go to thingy. Go to live. Go to live. I don't want to see my shit. Turn the camera on. Now. Say something, Habibi. No, why? Why? Right, chat. Restart my PC. Nah, man, it's not my PC. This is something else. What have I done? What have I made a mistake? Chat mic and chat mic. Output chat. What have I done that has murked it? Chatonius! Discord, where's it gone? Colt Eastwood! What's going on? You're on speakerphone.
Well, let me take it off speakerphone so we don't say anything bad. Okay, can you turn off your roadcaster or whatever you have and turn it back on?
Oh, right, okay. Let me do that. Go XLR. Start that again.
Welcome to customer service.
We could do the podcast like this.
Yeah.
So I've got it on. It's connected.
Discord shows it's working, and did you check? You're using OBS, right?
Yeah, I'm in OBS.
And does OBS not show my mic moving?
No, not at all, because I can't hear you on Discord, so it's not even coming in on Discord for some reason.
Okay. Okay, go to the settings down at the bottom, so you can go to voice and video.
Yep.
And then go all the way. Yeah, go to voice and video and change the whatever I am. Change it to default. Change it back to what it's supposed to be.
All right. Done it.
Okay, can you hear me yet?
Nope. That's fucking weird. Bro, it was working fine and then just cut out like that. Unless my GoXLR...
I think it's...
Hold on. 1 sec. Let me test something. Chat, forgive me. I've always wanted to use that screen, but then you can't hear anything, so 1 sec, chat.
Oh, that could have been if you switched to an overlay.
It might be that I switched to an overlay. Chat, so sorry.
Yeah, can you go back to the
I can hear
basic
you now.
one?
I unplugged my GoXLR and came back. I can hear you now.
Oh, that'll work. All right.
Oh my god! What? My GoXLR fucked up! Like, out of nowhere? How am I supposed
You can still hear me, right?
I can hear you. Oh shit, yeah. My GoXLR.
Okay.
I ordered a Rodecaster and it was broken. That's how unlucky I was. I'm so unlucky with hardware. My thing, I just unplugged my Rodecaster GoXLR, put it back in. Nice one, TC Helicon. They've gone bust as well, the company that made this. So great. Sorry, chat. We finally got there. You were saying something.
The funny thing was, a few years ago, if something like that happened, I would be like, my face would be red. I'd be sweating and freaking out. And then you just kind of learn everyone rolls with the punches. In fact, sometimes in the chat, people are just like, Fonz just calling me names because I couldn't say anything. So people, yeah, we have a good group that hangs out with us and rolls with the punches when things are going bad. Yeah, what were we talking about?
We were, I think we're talking about, what were we talking about, chat? So you were actually doing really well, and then it just went dead. What were we talking about, chat?
Oh, yeah.
Gaz never had a Lego set. I didn't have.
I think we're just saying we might have been talking about how franchises survive, and how. Oh, I was talking about PlayStation's generation. That's what it was. How they had a third of their games are remasters and They haven't had anything new and exciting. Xbox has had new and exciting games, but nobody cares. And when you take a step back and look, like they've had all these new IPs, they've had all these big RPGs, and the PlayStation doesn't have that. Like their studios don't make first-person shooters, and they don't make open-world RPGs where you create a character and make them your own and live in this big world. But Xbox's games have just not. They make these big games and they just don't sell very well. So it's been kind of a funky generation. I've still had a lot of fun though.
Looking back.
Oh, you got to go back to your supers. That's where we were.
Oh yeah, sorry.
P-Lump
That's
said.
we were reading the super. Thank you. Shout out to P-Lump. I can't read that one from Player Essence, but thank you for that. Shout out to Danny Passion dropping some love. Xbox is dead. Colt Eastwood. And then P-Lump as well. Stop everything. Play my damn theme song for the record. I never knew you piece of shit. Don't deny our love for each other, P-Lump. What the hell is wrong with you? Look. Holistically, finally, Xbox, PlayStation in year, I don't know, what, 4, 5? How many years we were in? Is starting to get a roadmap that I can appreciate. But this isn't a roadmap that was shown from day one. PlayStation guys have made it very clear how frustrated they are when they don't talk about Xbox for about 2 minutes. Then they'll talk about how frustrated they are with PlayStation, and they are like, we saw the blowouts, we saw the big state of play, the PlayStation Showcase event. Since then, their anus has never healed, because the PlayStation Showcase event was an event that was still long in the waiting. Remember, they had no showcase for some time. We waited so many years, man. Remember MBG? We waited 568 days, 3 years or some shit. And then nothing happened. And then you've had a sprinkling here and there. And now it's like, oh, we've got third-party stuff. And you're back to the same bullshit again. And you're on the market leader, right? So when Xbox is called to task with their absolute horrendous failings, which I put them to task all the time, PlayStation needs to get murked as the market leader. I had this conversation with what's his name? Special Nick. Oh, what the frick? Special Nick. And Special Nick was talking shit. Talking about so he was crying about someone saying, "Oh no, it's Xbox's fault for capitulating in the competition. Now PlayStation gonna coast." Like, why are you blaming Xbox for? I'm like, hold on a minute. He is right. Xbox as a multi-billion-dollar, trillion-dollar fucking company, Microsoft, and coming into this space, buying its way in as well. Let's be honest. Doesn't have any duty whatsoever to its fan base, to the general audience, to have a compelling bit of competition. You literally had the words, "Let us compete," from freaking Satya Nadella, that piece of shit. And then you don't, and you capitulate. That's not competing. But we're competing with TikTok. Shut the fuck. That's not the point. You are supposed to compete with freaking PlayStation, with Nintendo. No, TikTok is out, bloody fuck. I can do that because I'm Asian. But yeah, piece of shit. What are you talking about? Like, this is bullshit. So of course Microsoft has a responsibility for maintaining competition. Of course we can say, well done Xbox. You didn't even do what you wanted to do. Shagged us so quickly after ABK, and now we have to have this landscape where PlayStation is already coasting like a piece of shit. Can you imagine what PlayStation will do now? They have unbuckled their belts. Their belt is unbuckled. They are just chilling. The stomach is just popping out. And they're like, oh, yeah, like the sand dunes. They're just like, oh, yeah.
Sand dunes.
Release the gas. And you know what they're going to do? They're just going to chill. That's the point of competition in this space. And when you don't have it, it's going to fuck everyone up. So everyone's saying, oh, yeah. And when you make that stupid little troll post, which at least it's trolling, oh yeah, game is gonna benefit everyone. I'm like, you mother.
I'm upset that you didn't know what I was. I'm upset that you didn't know what I was doing. Like, it should be fairly obvious.
No, it isn't, because when privately you're still defending your backside by making arguments for that point, then I'm like, shut the. It's not like it's Zorka that's trolling. It's you. In this
I'm not the only
space.
one who disagrees with you guys.
How can you be the only one who disagrees with me? Colt Eastwood exclusivity has been the reason that you've been making those graphics, you piece of shit. Don't be disingenuous, you fuck.
No. I mean, you bang this drum that there would be no creativity if games
it's
wouldn't
not
be as amazing
absolute.
as they were.
No.
If they're it's
didn't
not
say that.
absolute. No,
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying competition suddenly disappears. I know.
What did you say about my mother?
I didn't say anything about your mom. She's lovely. But what I'm trying to say is, look, you have a platform level bit of competition. You take that away. Now it's like everything competes with everything. If anyone says that to me in my face, I will freaking lazy. Everything competes with everything's time. I'm like, you had literal platforms competing. It's not on that level where these guys are like, you need to buy my shit. And now PlayStation.
Well, did you watch Oh No, It's Alex's video a couple days ago?
About what? No, I haven't seen it.
About that TikTok statement. He explained it really well, how Reggie Fils-Aimé said it, Sean Layden said it at the 30th anniversary of PlayStation. Matt Booty just said it last week. It's because ever since, basically since the pandemic, that people are spending less money on games because they're sitting and doom scrolling on TikTok, Instagram Reels, and they're just on their phones watching YouTube and short form content instead of spending more money on games, because they find themselves endlessly entertained by 30-second clips that are just a thumb swipe away. And so when Xbox says we're competing against TikTok, they're not saying we can't beat PlayStation, so we're going to go after TikTok. They're saying everybody's numbers are down because people are just like, it's all free. And then get this, there's a very strong PlayStation podcast in the scene. I'm not going to call them out by name. Gaz will do it anyway. And they normally have, 8 to 12 panel members on
Crossfire,
there,
yes.
and they all yell, and then
You think I'm not going to say that? Come on, bro. We all know. Everyone knows what you're talking
single
about.
time.
They get the literal Twitter dumpster of freaking people onto that, and then just talk shit. Echo chamber of ass, and then there's some guy called Deathstringer or something, I don't know, and he's like fucking the only guy who's trying to get some oxygen to talk about a platform that, other than PlayStation, and remotely doing well like PC, and you've got these people fucking crying. It's so painful. Fucking Astrobot keeps sharing those clips, and it's like a slow motion car crash. I can't stop watching it. I mean, I'll watch it for literally do this. Play it. 3 seconds. Fuck this shit. This is dumb. Next clip. Oh, not next clip. It's dumb.
Well, there was a guy on that podcast that was.
Listen, Cole. Don't.
Okay.
No, this is party chat. Just say it. Say or use all the slurs. Just say what you want to say.
Oh yeah. So there was this slurs. I don't even know. I don't know that. I only heard the guy's name, and I don't even remember what the. It's like Game Riot or something like that. Okay, I don't know. Okay. Anyway, he said something like that. He said that his source is telling him that Xbox is going to create 30. Xbox is going to create 30-second. This is what he said. Forza Horizon 6 is the last Forza Horizon game, according to him. And his source is telling him that after Forza Horizon 6 is over, Forza Horizon will only exist on TikTok and Instagram Reels, where you'll be swiping through and there's a guy, and then there's a racist reel, and then there's one that's gay, and then there's this, whatever. And then all of a sudden you come up with this Forza Horizon thing where it's like, turn your phone to play, and you get to do a 30-second race, and then it's like, boom, buy the microtransaction, and then you go on to the next reel. He said that that's what Forza Horizon, the most lucrative, popular, highest selling, highest rated franchise on Xbox, is going to be canceled and devolved into a play as you swipe on TikTok. This is how desperate these guys are to understand when Matt Booty says, now we're competing against TikTok. They actually take it literally. And they think that Xbox is going to start making TikTok video games. That's not competing with TikTok, you moron. That's working with TikTok. Love it. So... And then our good friend, great content creator, Reforge Gaming, called these guys out saying, are you serious? Do you not understand what the TikTok statement means? He said it plainly means they're competing for your time, where people are spending less money on games. Now, right now, if you guys want some real actual facts, I'd love to. Hold on.
Reforge is now the voice of reason?
Reforge said that this is literally about competing against people's time who are now spending less money on games and spending more time on their smartphone, just flipping through and having plenty of entertainment. okay. Here's the thing. Mike Ibarra called this out. Mike Ibarra was also right going against Xbox, but he still doesn't. He got called out by Onos Alex big time because Mike Ibarra doesn't understand the statement either. But he says gaming is bigger than TikTok. He's correct because 42% of gamers are using social media. The rest of the time they're gaming, but that's just the core audience. But Reforged said they are absolutely losing people who want to spend more money or spend more time playing games. Because if you're going to spend time doing this on your phone instead of sitting in a Call of Duty lobby or a Fortnite lobby and spending microtransactions and just being engaged on the platform, spending money, they're losing money because you're over here on your phone. That's the whole thing. And to see troglodytes go, oh my gosh, how they're going to beat TikTok? It's so huge. They're going to declare war on China and their mobile platform.
TikTok's already been bought out by Israel anyway, so it doesn't really matter anymore. But it's true. It's true, chat. They literally just sold out to Israel. The algorithm has changed now. They've literally done it. They've done it. It's a fact. But yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It's true. Fonz, tell him the fact.
No, don't, Fonz, don't do it.
No, don't. This is not WhatsApp chat. But look, listen, look. I don't know what these guys are. They're cracked out. If you're saying Forza Horizon is going to become I don't know what the hell you said there. Forza Horizon, Playground Games, man. Playground Games are there. Bro, Forza was the best-selling PlayStation game this year. Until maybe Ghost.
And Helldivers is the best-selling Xbox game.
Bro, it's so true. So look, listen. This conversation was pretty much dead when PlayStation games started coming to PC. That's the real source. Yeah. But at the same time, there was still this platform-level competition, and that's kind of disappeared. And Xbox is a shadow of its former self. I don't think the Xbox community should be cozying up with these execs and stuff anymore. Like, you have to call them to task. Yes, they were communicative. Great. And then you held them accountable. Except everything that they said, they've reneged on. They've gone back on that shit. So it's like, all right, well, I can't even hold you to account because everything you're saying is bullshit. And that's coming from Phil Spencer himself, just for games. And you can add the qualifiers and things change. And then you've got Sarah Bond going and saying, and yes, it's exclusive, to 2 years later, it's antiquated. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm gonna make that video. There's so much Xbox
and Mag and I called that on X and C last week when that antiquated thing came up. We did this whole speech. We were going off about how Sarah says exclusives are antiquated only because their platform cannot exist on exclusivity, and it's their fault because for 20 years they're like, hey, we're working on games. Just wait till E3. And I was there. Oh boy, was I there waiting until next year. And waiting until that game's going to be amazing. Fable's awesome. In 2019, they're working on Fable. Turns out in 2019 when I heard that, they were like, hey, do you guys want to make a Fable game? So, yeah.
Honestly, they're taking the piss with that. Fable needs to come out next year now. It has to come out next year. I know. But I wouldn't even surprise me if that got delayed. But at the same time, look, Xbox X-Men has taken a while to come out, but at least it has a date. At least we know it's coming out 2026. Fable?
Wolverine, you mean?
Oh, sorry. X-Men. Wolverine. Yeah, Wolverine. I've been reading some X-Men comics.
Still works.
Yeah, it does. It
holds up in court.
It does. Although it would be lovely if you made a Jonathan Hickman X-Men gameplay. But anyway, I digress. This is the state of Xbox. Xbox guys are used to gunning Xbox. And even though, Colt, you love sucking Xbox, and the one thing I will say is you had me on your show despite that and never once told me not to say anything. And I will rate that forever. Even though you love sucking Xbox from the back, you still did that. Dealer tried to put a noose around me, but I was saying some crazy shit like Jason Schreier slept with Phil Spencer's wife or some shit. He's like, guys, you can't do that. I'm like,
oh, I remember. I was there.
I'm like, how can you control me?
Dealer did put quite a leash around us.
In terms of saying wild
on
stuff,
RDX,
because it was a professional setup. He's tried to be, but then it didn't turn out to that.
I mean, it was the boys' night out show. It was amazing, but he didn't tell us what to or not to, or not to go to Raw and stuff.
But he would have a go at us afterwards when he would said something like Jason Schreier slept with Phil Spencer's mom or some shit like that. Obviously,
I mean that's
reasonable.
different. I mean that's libel, and you're gonna get dealer sued into a ghost costume.
It's
but
not libel, it's me taking the piss. But it's obviously humorous. But at the same time, he was a bit sensitive.
He did corral us like.
But you're Mr. Nice Guy Cole.
Like he did.
You have the Mr. PG-13 show until I came on board, and then Mag, obviously, he's all talking. Every time I tune into XS, he's talking about strip clubs. Obviously, he's projecting. He wants to be a stripper, and he dresses like women all the time. Mag,
yeah, he does.
Get a stripper pole. Get a stripper pole. What the hell are you doing? But at the same time, look, this is the state.
You know, I'm happy with that stuff. Like, I had you on the show for like 2 years, and you helped guide me on this delay Halo thing, which I think was. I'm so glad we said it. People hate us for it. And Mag is such a pony. He's absolute pony. And Mag. It just, I've been guilty of being in an echo chamber because I block so many people or mute so many people. I only block people that are just take it too far. And then I mute the people who are unreasonable. But like on the show, hey, I don't know. I've learned a lot. I really have. It's been a rough generation.
It's been a rough generation. It's been a weird generation. It's been a weird generation across the
Read
board.
what Chris said real quick. Chris has a little blue falcon symbol.
Professional setup. And then refers to Tim
about
Dog.
RDX.
Tim Dog is still to this day not sorted his microphone out. He's on Crossfire Podcast. I don't care. Oh, maybe this is how he talks. And the mic is just clipping his little shoelace microphone. Yeah. But this generation has been a weird one generally across the board. So much drama, so much bullshit, record level expenditure. Microsoft spends ABK. Sony completely tosses off its big bank loan money on Bungie. And now it's cancelled more games than announced games, multiplayer, gas hype, and PlayStation guys are pretending we eating good because they're getting Xbox games that they said were shit all along. And now it's a weird situation where
we're eating good, and they wouldn't touch an Xbox game with a 10-foot pole, and they're like, we're eating good out here. We got all the games. And like, we're about to have, like, if you're on Xbox, you're about to have 1 million games and everything emulated and modded to your absolute heart's desire on the next console. And PlayStation is going to be like, well, set it at 60 and then we'll have a 30 mode on the PlayStation 6.
Well, that's
I can't do it anymore,
bro. That's the thing. That's the reality. The reshaping. Sure, that Xbox is a hybrid console. Sure. Oh, it's more like a PC, just like these freaking boxes. You dumb shits. But at the same time, when it comes, all your crying, all your beating your chest that it's not an Xbox, does that stop the fact that the next Xbox will be playing most of your PlayStation 5 catalog day one? Does that stop that? That's the reality. On PC, we are watching the peasants. But let's be honest, we're core gamers here, man. I'm sure. I know it's not for everyone. I know it's expensive. I know you
want some bad news about the PlayStation games exclusively here?
Yeah.
Remember Horizon Lego game that was supposed to come to Xbox?
Was it?
What if they've been sitting on that port for like well over a year, and they're just like, why? And then get this.
I don't blame them. Why?
What if Horizon Zero Dawn, the 2017 game that debuted Aloy, what if PlayStation was like, you know what? We were gonna put that on Xbox. Nah. Let's cancel. Let's not do it anymore. We don't need to. Just screw it. We're not doing it. What if that was the reality?
Is that what you think? You're hearing that they canceled Horizon?
I know they were putting the game on Xbox very, very soon. And now what if they were just like, nah, screw it. F them. Phil waved the white flag. Psh, we're not giving them that game. No. If they're gonna yank their consoles. I also heard this week that with hardware sales being down 29% yet again, that Xbox has told them, stop selling those consoles overseas, basically everywhere from Europe to Asia. Stop sending them. We're not even making them. Don't even send them over there. We're losing money. And it's like, oh, Xbox hardware says down almost 30%. It's like, yeah, they're not even. No one can get them, and they price hike them into oblivion. F them.
Wow.
Another thing we're going to talk about later today, guys, is Xbox has this really cool like concept for next gen, but how are they going to fix this abysmal
brand
ganking of the brand at this point?
Welcome, Colt Eastwood, to the septic zone. Bruh, I have been saying this for time, bruv. Oh, shit. Hold on. It is my GoXLR. It keeps closing up. Shit. 1 second, Colt.
What's it doing now?
The software shut down.
Can you hear me, though?
I can hear you fine.
Oh, yeah, you can. Yeah. You answered me.
This is the thing. Xbox, look, the purists are fighting over scraps and an ideal that I've been watching the YouTube landscape, and I've just been seeing like, bruh, we are such a tiny morsel in this space, and we're arguing about bullshit when reality is PC's playing everything. And I know it's the idea for console war, but it doesn't matter anymore. The reality is we can make fun of it. Obviously, we love it. We'll never take it's a part of our lives. Let's be honest. The discourse, the friendships we created, and all the banter that we've had. You can't just say, oh, it was irrelevant. We love this shit. We wanted to carry on for as long as possible. But the reality is this platform agnostic future is here. Like Helldivers did come out, and the whole thing doesn't make any sense when the next gen Xbox is literally playing PlayStation games, all of them pretty much. Whatever's out right now.
Like 50 of them.
Yeah, I mean, most of the PlayStation games are on PC, Colt, now. Like, the only ones I can count are Astrobot, Demon Souls Remake, Gran Turismo.
Oh, true.
And Ghost of Yotei,
and a recent one
soon on PC.
Spider-Man 2 is on PC, right? That was the 14-month turnaround. Wasn't there a new one?
Yeah, I think so.
Death Stranding 2's not there, but that's not really their game. Help us out. What's the latest PlayStation game that hasn't come to PC yet?
Well, Ghost of Yotei, but that will definitely come, like Tsushima did.
Oh yeah, I think that would be Yotei. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, and that I mean,
maybe PlayStation's like cancel the Horizon Zero Dawn. Paris in the chat. I know Paris probably has been, peeking around the corner at this Horizon Zero Dawn possible announcement on Xbox, but maybe PlayStation was like, why? They're going to have access in a year or 2 or 2 years when this thing comes out. They'll be able to buy Horizon Zero Dawn on Steam. The only counter argument is like, why not make that port and get the extra 30%? Because you're not going, or no, that doesn't work because Steam takes less than Xbox does, I think.
Well,
but anyway, I don't know.
So say, look, you take 80%, but this way you don't get merked on Steam fees. Or because
I mean, Xbox doesn't really have they don't really have a room to negotiate. Like PlayStation could say, we're taking 60%.
But now Amy Hood's like, nah, we just want a hard cut profit. If Sony don't want to do it, we're gonna look. Xbox it's weird. Like, so many people said it wouldn't happen. By the way, first of all, we had so many people say, why would the platform holder forsake their let's go back, because people are forgetting the bullshit that people were saying. No way Xbox is going to do a hybrid console. You're so stupid. Do you think Microsoft would forsake their revenue? Heard that from a lot of people, including your Collins, and all of these people were saying it. Then the ROG Ally X come out, and it's come out, and it's confirmed. And now we're like, well, why would they not make money? Forget the money argument. That's the reality. Xbox is forsaking its revenue through its own store to allow people or give the option to people to buy from Steam. How we reconcile that with Amy Hood's 30%, it's a weird situation as far as I'm concerned. Like, they want to really make money, but is it just on software? They're tentative on hardware. They have to forsake their store, but PlayStation is massive. So they're market leaders. We can make so much money as a third-party publisher, and we can start making maybe 10, 15 million sales on our bespoke hardware that we will make a profit on from day one, which is a far cry from what we're doing with the Xbox Series consoles and the Xbox One generation. So That's how I guess they're seeing. I'm answering my own question. But this is the reality of the landscape. If PlayStation this generation hadn't brought all its games to PCs, you could be talking shit, but you can't. If PlayStation hadn't cancelled more games than announced games, or that they weren't doing this gas pivot, or they made this statements basically saying PlayStation audience isn't enough, then we had an argument. But it's this weird...
I've got another one.
Yeah, what's that?
Xbox under major scrutiny by Microsoft for 30% profits, which is like unattainable at this point. So of course they're going to have to be really careful about what games are being worked on and whether they're going to be a sure thing. And I was explaining this, Mag and I were explaining it on X&C, and pretty diehard Xbox fan in the chat who's close to, I'm going to stop talking because Kaz will just say his name.
Oh shit. Go, keep going, man. Don't stop. I want to know who this guy is. You know what I'm saying? So a diehard Xbox fan who's very close to someone at Microsoft, probably at Microsoft. Yeah, that's what you're saying. At Xbox. What did they say? What did they say? I want to hear it. Chat, I will tell you who it is.
I've known you for so long. I don't understand why I can't learn my lesson. Anyway, they didn't say anything. It's just like shrug emoji when I was saying there's all these studios. We're going to talk about this in a little bit on the show, guys, but about some of these studios that I think are under the gun, right? Like if your game doesn't look like an absolute banger, we may shelve it and have you work on something else, okay? And I was saying this and they were like, oh, shaking my head. And I said, you don't think right now...
Keith Seaman Garglington? Oh my gosh, if you tell me it's him and you mentioned that freaking Keith Seaman Garglington in this part, I will laser you. It is him, isn't it? Did he shrug? Did he say, oh, so what if Xbox counts? He is a grown man that will suck off this corporation.
Yes!
I do silly things. I make theatrics, make weird videos. It's funny. There's a pros to it. There's an intent behind it. Not a freaking deep throwing because Phil Spencer plays in party chat with you, Keith Garglington. Was it him? It was him, wasn't it? You would have said something if it wasn't him. It wasn't him. Oh,
no, I was busy.
This guy for no reason.
I just want to take this time to show off my Indiana Jones hat. This was signed by Troy Baker.
Troy Baker? He looks like he signed that with his semen. What's that? What kind of...
Guys!
It looks like it. It looks like some juice box on a hat.
So my buddy had it signed at Comic-Con.
Look at the bottom of it. It literally looks like someone just literally bukakied on your hat.
I hate you so much.
You'll never look at that hat the same way again.
So yeah, my buddy... You have derailed. Yeah, anyway. Anyway, you ruined my story. Sorry, we were talking about how Xbox is going to cut and be really stingy about what projects go forward. And we're going to talk about this later. And this person's like shaking my head. And I said, if you don't think PlayStation Studios and PlayStation leadership is doing the exact same thing right now, how could you not think that that's exactly what PlayStation Studios is doing? This studio's working on this game. This one's doing a live service one. This one's doing a sequel. They're looking at every single one of those. PlayStation's looking at those and going, if that doesn't look awesome, you guys are not, we're not doing that. You're doing something else.
They did that.
And it's the evidence is there.
Games. They literally cancelled them. What do you want? Well, how much more evidence do you want? And then take a look at Fair Games and that whole Jade Raymond. She's got up a check. She's pissed that off, and she's pissed off somewhere else. So as hard as I go on things like The Initiative, Watch This Space, London Studio, all of these studios, watch Fair Games and see how that fares. Bungie, $3 billion.
Wait, who closed more studios this generation?
Sony has
Was it the acquisition team?
Oh yeah,
no, it was place. No,
the consolidation team. Freaking,
you flew too close to the sun.
Yeah, so many freaking fake fuck. Anyway, there's so many pricks that keep barking about consolidation.
Hold on. Marsh goes, PlayStation wins no matter what. Wins what, you troglodyte, bro? What, wins sales? What does that do for you when you have to
Nothing,
sit and
Marsh.
wait for games because they're canceling everything?
If PlayStation
Seriously, like,
end up-
what?
That's literally this. Christopher Hart in the chat goes, "Oh, yeah, exclusivity. Tell that to Nintendo." Christopher Hart, who uses his PSVR to have sex with furries, is talking about Nintendo now. What the hell is going on? The PlayStation guys have nowhere to stand. Now they've surrogate Nintendo is what they're propping up. Are you stupid, bruv? I thought you were a PlayStation guy. Go have sex with furries with your PSVR. What are you talking about here? We're talking about PlayStation. We're talking about their exclusivity. Well, tell Nintendo that. Why? Why are we telling Nintendo that? It's so much shit. You chat so much shit. There's so much bollocks coming out of the PlayStation side. That's what I'm saying. They chat so much shit. When they go to the toilet, they just open their mouth and go, lean forward. That's how you take a shit.
I love how desperate they are that they had to lean all the way over to Nintendo, which is on their own little like cartoon island doing their own thing, and they know they can't say PlayStation because PlayStation's putting their best games on PC, and they're like, tell that to Nintendo.
Oh, like, what the fuck is Nintendo? You guys rinse Nintendo all the time. You rinse PC all the time. You rinse Xbox all the time. But when it suits your argument against Xbox, you will freaking use anyone. You will use anyone to prop up your argument. It's insane. It's insane.
Desert Cruiser says Nintendo fans are the Disney adults of the gaming world. Shout out to Samurai Kibiji, our good friend.
Oh yeah, shout out to Kibiji. Is he in the chat?
He is awesome.
Yeah,
but shout out to him because he's a Disney adult on Nintendo.
Dog, what the hell are we doing? Cassie, I don't know what is going on. The whole console war is a mess. It's just a mashup of bullshit. So now you've got all platforms.
It's always been that.
Yeah, but now it's crazy. Now the lines are so blurred. Basically, this is what it is. It's just a bunch of aging dinosaurs holding on to an expired ideal on all fronts. And then the only thing we can say, yeah, but Nintendo, the platform that has completely been emulated to shit to such a degree that the PC version runs way better than the Nintendo platform. But I still respect Nintendo. I respect Nintendo for what they're doing, but not all the bullshit there. Apparently they lost some lawsuit. I saw some shit. I didn't follow it. But safe. And Nintendo are pieces of shit as well. All these corporations suck ass. And they're just...
Yeah, Nintendo is pretty horrible. And I just wish I loved their games enough to like actually want to, buy their hardware. But I don't know. I need to play Bonanza. You absolutely loved it. And
oh, so good.
But I don't know. I just feel like...
No, it's very different. It's very different. You'll just get lost in the memes. You'll get lost in the memes.
I'm sure it's great. Yeah.
It's actually amazing.
But then I look at it, it's like locked behind a $450 device that I'll almost never use. But
yeah.
But I don't know. But hey, I'm glad people love it. Like I love it when people are enjoying something. I've actually really liking the ROG Ally X, and I really did not like my other. The one that the white one, because it had so many problems. And then Fonz is in there like, you don't like those. You don't like those. I'm like, yeah, I didn't like them, but this is way better. He's like, you're not having fun. Stop having fun.
Fonz has been scathing in the chat with you. He says he called Jez a mouthpiece. He called you a mouthpiece. He's going on a freaking dark arc, man.
Yeah.
And I love it.
Yeah. I don't quite get the mouthpiece thing though, but I guess.
Really, Colt? Come on, man.
Well, I mean, you guys are saying that because Jez covers all this Xbox stuff, and Microsoft routinely replies back to his queries for clarity on questions, right? Like he'll give them public statements that he can use that he's a mouthpiece for Xbox. That's the argument.
That's the argument. They will use him to. He will conveniently go, Jez, this is not a slight on you. This is your game. You've got the in here. Anyone else in the space would have that, will do the same thing. They'll do the same thing. Okay, I've got a contact. I run Windows Central. Microsoft, even though Microsoft and Xbox have actually been pissed at Jez. People don't realize this. Been pissed off at Jez for stuff that he leaked. Like the Xbox Developer Direct and the dates and all that shit. People don't see that stuff. They just assume that, they have a symbiotic relationship and he's pregnant with Phil Spencer's kids, but that's not true. The reality is it's like a business relation, not even a business relation. There's nothing. Microsoft will he will reach out and Microsoft will use Jez to maybe fan the flames, albeit indirectly through Jez. Now, that's fair enough. I'm not hating on Jez's game, man. That's
they
what
also
it is.
really don't like Jez. You know that, right?
Yeah. I
Like
do
half of the studios
it's an awkward
will not
relationship,
talk to
if you
Jez.
call it relationship. Yeah. They don't.
Yeah,
because of the
there are
leaks.
some major studios that have completely blackballed him because he
You leaked
has
Pentiment,
leaked
didn't you?
stuff.
You leaked Pentiment and
They're
Avowed.
Yep.
Yeah. So
And he leaked the Series S, and Brad Sam's got all the heat for it because Brad Sam's had a video out first because he rolls out of bed and turns on the camera.
yeah, it was
Yeah,
upside down
so yeah,
face.
it's been crazy.
Yeah. And I get what Fonz
but
is saying.
people
And
also
I agree with
don't-
him. I agree. Okay.
Yeah.
Look, I'm your boy, man. I'm telling you on the level. Yeah, absolutely. Look, you get your benefits from it. You get your you do high level production, and the way you deal with it, it seems like it is like a press junket almost, because sometimes your production quality. What was the game that you covered was better than the actual developers who covered the game, and I don't know what it was.
Redfall. That was a good quality video. Was it Redfall?
That was not the game I was thinking.
I mean, it was a good production because I had like the combat montage in there, and it was really fun to watch. Yeah,
I'm glad you hit me up on that.
because I do like the gunplay, and that's the only thing that was good with Redfall was the gunplay felt really good.
The third-person camera and stuff. You were sharing footage of that game at
was-
the time. Avowed. It was Avowed. The way you did a preview.
Oh, yeah.
And it was really good, like the way you picked the pictures, and it showed the visuals off really well. Avowed does actually look really nice.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah,
But,
and I love that game to death. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucking brilliant. That's amazing. I liked Redfall, says Magnum. Holy shit, Magnum. If it wasn't for the
And this is the guy who just said that I would buy a Nintendo Switch with an Xbox logo on it.
That's Marsh. Marsh said that. No? Marsh
No,
is
Magnum said it.
Microsoft mouthpiece.
Magnum
Marsh
said it.
is the biggest
Magnum's always hanging out in my
PlayStation
chat.
He just sits there and just goes on all the PlayStation podcasts. He's always there. I see him. I'm like, oh, this is that guy.
That's because
talks shit.
he's already played all the remasters. He's already played the PS4 sequels.
Oh, no.
So I mean, that's the other thing. If I could be a super fanboy for a minute, because I've never been one before, the PS5 generation is two-thirds of the games are PS4 sequels and remasters. Full stop. 35 games, 20 some of them are PS4.5 games and remasters. Book it. And the remasters are from the PS4. Holy That's why I hardly buy any games on my PS5. I was point down here like you can see it. I mean, I didn't buy Tsushima remastered. I didn't buy Death Stranding remastered. I just bought the one game once. Comes forward, they put 60 on it, and I'm good.
I didn't buy the original. I bought the Sushi remastered. That was really good. I
already had the original.
I'm hearing good things
I
about
bought it on
Yote as
PS4
well.
and they 60'd it. They 60'd it.
They 60. It was really nice. It was so nice to play that on my PS5 day one. That's why Ghost of Yote feels like the same game. But apparently, I was wrong. The RTGI makes it look next gen enough. I will be the judge of it.
Really?
That's what people are saying.
What, the Tsushima PC version or
No, the Yote. They're saying Yote is a proper step up. Digital Foundry said it, so I put respect on their name. I will test it out, because every time John Linneman said, "Look at the character models," and they would have a character on the screen. I'm like, "What the fuck is that?" That's not what I classify as impressive. But I respect their name, and they got RTGI in there, which wasn't there. I need to see the memes. But I'll do it on PC anyway, which is probably the definitive edition. But it is what it is. But yeah, Fonz really was right. That's realities, man. Jez will be used by Microsoft, and I think the same thing will be the case with you when the way you do your coverage. And Xbox needs that now more than any time. That's why they've got people reaching like your. Jazz, check what I sent you. What did you send me? You sent me a fucking thesis. Rabbling Entertained. The problem isn't TikTok got time. You literally sent me a thesis on the timing thing. You want me to read? You interrupted me on my freaking show. Thank you for the super chat. Guys, check what I sent you. Chat.
Here, I'll get comfortable. Go ahead.
You know what? I'm going to read it because he super chatted it. Gaz. Dearest Gaz, the problem isn't TikTok or time. The problem is that gaming didn't keep the same level of growth that investors planned for, and now the chickens have come to roost for gaming companies. Public traded companies ask for infinite growth. That's why monetization has been so horrendous in recent years. Paragraph. Price increases lead to less people buying, and there are options to pick from in the market. Paragraph. Notice how Steam keeps growing, how there are more indies and indie better suits. Paragraph. Yet publicly traded publishers like Xbox, PlayStation, and fucking are you? Rambling. Thank you for that super chat. Sorry, I'm being a dick.
He lives up to his name. Everyone keeps writing Nib in the chat.
Yeah, Nib. Here's Nib. Rambling entertained us with his rambling. Rambling, thank you so much for that. Sorry I couldn't read the whole thing. I'm sure it's a really...
Just read the last sentence, and that actually probably will cover it.
The last sentence. Gaming is progressing and they are being left behind.
Told you. There you go. That's it. Yeah.
He says Xbox.
The last sentence says it all. Well, there you go.
Rambling.
They are.
But he's right. He's right.
They are.
Rambling is not saying anything wrong. He's absolutely right. People did bank on gaming really hard. Investors got this little recency bias of COVID and that little, bubble that burst very quickly after ABK. Microsoft. This is what I'm saying. The Xbox PlayStation guys celebrating the ABK after having crow in their face. You don't realize. If it wasn't for ABK, Xbox probably wouldn't even have a next-gen console. And these studios would be wound down, and there wouldn't be an Xbox. Not these existential questions wouldn't even exist.
You really think that if Xbox didn't buy ABK, they'd be gone?
They'd be definitely winding down. Definitely. That's $7 billion, maybe like software. That's it. And they wouldn't even. They would definitely not. I don't think there would be a next-gen hardware, a next-gen console, a native device. No chance. No chance. Or maybe they would because they're not making a loss on it. But they won't care. They won't care. Now,
guys, I think the ABK deal is what put Xbox where they are right now.
No chance. Bullshit.
And I used to argue with people when they would say they spent $70 billion, they want that money back. It was a cash purchase. Satya doesn't give a fudge. He wants that return on investment right now because it's been over 2 years. And they
had Sea of Thieves running and being developed for way before ABK.
What?
Yeah.
What?
That Sea of Thieves in development way before ABK. They don't give a shit about
Tell us what you guys think. Chat, tell us, do you think ABK sustained Xbox or is killing Xbox?
I'm going to do a poll.
You only get to pick one answer.
The ponies. There's so many ponies in my chat. You think? In fact, actually, balance out the bots.
Well, I think you need to understand which side you're on, then, guys.
I'm not on any side. I'm on my side. I'm telling you right now.
No, what side of the argument?
If ABK didn't happen, Xbox would be in a shit show right now. Absolute toilet situation. You guys think, we would have our exclusives.
What is ABK given?
Wouldn't go anywhere, bro. ABK was the accelerant, the catalyst to the real intentions of Microsoft. Satya already gave Phil Spencer an ultimatum. Phil Spencer said, okay, we have to double down on gaming. There was a Game Pass subscription quota. Did not reach it. The only green that Xbox has seen is post-ABK. Their revenues went up. Since then, abysmal. You were telling me that Satya Nadella, who wants his return of 70 billion, would sit there and allow Game Pass subs to keep teetering off. And what? And Phil Spencer comes out after Redfall and shit. We lost the worst generation ever. To do what? And Phil Spencer, bless his heart, no matter what, he's not in the driving seat. That's what people need to realize. As much as I come after Phil Spencer, and he's a millionaire, he's fine. That's why I go so hard at him. He is an absentee landlord. He's not even a landlord. He's just sitting there. He's literally coasting. Amy Hood, Tim Stewart, Satya Nadella, they run the show. And I'm not protecting Phil Spencer. Don't even say that about me with the videos and the shit I've produced. But this is the reality. This is the reality of it. And without ABK, Xbox would be... And if PlayStation guys want to... Oh, Xbox... I get that from Rand and I get it from you. You are wrong in this case. Xbox would be finished. Xbox will be finished without ABK. And PlayStation guys deep down do also know that because it extended the lifeline of this console. Sure, they've capitulated on exclusivity. Watch this space. When it comes next gen, what are you going to say? When an Xbox device and all these Xbox guys are playing God of War, freaking Spider-Man, freaking Ghost of Yotei, everything on their on the Xbox device. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You're gonna say, well, that's a PC? Keep saying it. But it's an Xbox native device. And that's the thing. It took the wind out of the sails when he thought the console wasn't gonna be released.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it's there. And I see this silence, like this loud posturing, but in the background there's this like uneasiness. And I can say that. I'm on PC now. I observe. I rinse everyone, and I observe the PlayStation community is not comfortable with the fact that the PS6 is less powerful than the next Xbox, irrespective of whether or not that thing is going to cost a lot more, and irrespective of whether or not it's going to be a hybrid device.
You really think that bugs them?
Yes, of course it fucking bugs them, Colt Eastwood. It bugs them to shit. They of course they care. They care.
It was pretty funny watching Moore's. I've been watching a lot of Moore's Law's Dead content to try to like eke out what is possibly true or not, and the way that he postures the PS6 versus the Xbox Magnus. He'll say it's not going to be that much more powerful. It's going to be kind of like the PS4 Pro versus the Xbox One X, and he really tries to downplay it, which is super weird when he's literally giving the specs on screen. Where the Magnus is way more powerful than the PS6. You know, it's like I can't remember. I've done so many videos. 260 watt Xbox versus a 160 watt PS6. You know, and the power supply is one thing, but when you can increase frequency with higher wattage, like there's a big performance delta. But does it matter? It'll matter to people who are on the next generation Xbox. You'll be able to play your Xbox games and whatever's coming on the console. But when you go to load up a PC game, or you go to load up Half-Life Alyx with a VR headset and play that game exactly how you want because there's more power in there, that will matter to you. But the PlayStation 6 will just be a no-frills. It's going to be such a no-frills gaming device that they're going to let you bring your disk drive over. They're going to let you to continue to buy that disk drive that I don't like. They'll probably the sell you something.
The forever physical.
Forever physical. And Xbox is going to say no more discs. No, Xbox doesn't care. They are trying to get rid of the disc-based customers. You know, there's 10 to 20% out there. Yeah, thank you for doing the poll.
Oh,
I'm gonna vote for Hurt, but yeah.
Vote for help.
I don't know if
you're talking of shit.
I'm taking you at your word that their revenue is up. I think you're right. Their revenue is up since ABK, Gaz. It has to be because the Candy Crush and Call of Duty alone have increased their revenue. The problem is their operating margins and their profit. What do those look like? We'll never know because they don't say. But I'll tell you this, when they bought ABK, I'd love to hear Paris say something in the chat about this. When they bought ABK, once that deal was closed, like as soon as they won against the FTC, they have like a dog with their tail between their legs. They have like just crumpled over, and they have just cowered down and whimpered and made big shifts in how they're doing business. And it's been pretty rough to see.
That's the reality of the company that makes the platform that you back. That's the reality of it.
Yeah.
That ABK doesn't change that. It actually brings it to the freaking surface. It saves you years of meandering to figure out whether or not this company is actually committed in the manner in which you want it to be committed. And the reality is this: Microsoft, Sony, and to a lesser extent Nintendo, but definitely Microsoft and Sony. These guys in the, you know, the more powerful platform, and Nintendo's its own lane, whatever. These guys just care about the safe bet, man. They've all been cared about the safe bet. PlayStation is not this bastion of creativity. Do not be fooled by the PlayStation rhetorical bullshit. The record is clear, especially this gen. The record is clear. You can hold on to Astrobot and squeeze the shit out of it, but the reality of it is that's what it is. That's what PlayStation is, and that's what Xbox is. And now we're in this platform agnostic future, which I guess was inevitable anyway. So for all my crying about the competition dwindling, you had these really disinterested parties when it came to creativity anyway. And now here we are. In the future, when next gen comes rolling around, there will be noise about power. There will be crying. Whether or not Xbox even commits this next Xbox is even powerful, I have no faith after the Series X debacle. I make that very clear. But I will say this on paper. No Xbox.
Hold on. Series X is powerful, but it was supposed to be quite a bit more powerful than the PS5.
Yeah, let's remember that last bit.
So, yeah, I know what you mean.
And let's remember Phil Spencer's email. Oh, guys, Satya, I feel so good about our consoles. We're much more powerful, blah, 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 blah. And let's remember day one, Digital Foundry, John Linneman. What the fuck is going on? And then we had 2 years of the tools. The tools. And who was talking about the tools? The biggest tool on Twitter right now, D-Badge. The tools. Freaking D-Badge sitting there calling out Colt
we didn't even
Eastwood
get into
for
that because we had the
flip-flopping when
mic
this guy
debacle.
Just sits there crying with J-Dub when J-Dub was taking a gigantic shit on his neck and he fucking took it. And in order to fucking save face for 2 years, I was making fun of D-Badge when he was talking about the tools. When he was talking about the tools. Oh, FSR. I'm like, does this guy even play games? All I hear is FSR. Shut up, D-Batch. It's done. Xbox has got murked. The tool. And then he just switched because PlayStation guys don't have standards. So they took him in open arms. Yeah, D-Batch, you can make some fucking videos that we'll give you 3 views. Yeah, we'll fucking support you. No, we won't.
Oh my. My favorite part is that they're their worst enemies, the people that have called them every name, said they porked their mom and all this stuff, are now their best friends because they like the same piece of plastic. I won't name somebody because they might go ballistic, but they had a mortal enemy online that harassed them for at least the past 8 years. And then when this person went to PlayStation, they became best buddies and we're talking every day. I'm like, you can't make this stuff up.
Holy shit!
I don't understand it.
That is so true.
I don't understand it.
When I call out Xbox, people thought, oh yeah, when I got on Portrock show, me and Portrock had massive beef, but we all talk about that stuff. I've always on Game On Daily invited everyone. King Thrash, OT,
Shut up, Fawns.
everyone, Tim Dog. Paris is saying Tim Dog in all caps. Dude has mental issues. He says in all caps. Tim Dog felt a certain way. Okay, Paris, he felt a certain way. He has some contacts and he's just felt slighted personally, okay? He played that Godfather tune and he issued a warning. Do you really want to invoke the wrath of
understand
Tim Dog,
the
Paris? Shut your mouth.
I understand the feeling personally attacked, but oh my gosh, the freaking man drama beef is so lame. So Disney. I don't know why people are doing this stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's look, there was thanks to people like me and courtesy of my Phil Spencer song and some of us channeled that to creativity. We made memes and we had fun with it. And
was it Deadly Headley was playing the ukulele and you remixed it and you're like, Phil Spencer, Xbox is dead. What was the song?
Xbox is dead. Phil Spencer lied to me or something. As soon as I heard it, I'm like, I know exactly what I'm doing with this freaking track. But yeah, look, listen, we are like a celebratory on PlayStation's side, and yet they don't want to reconcile the reality that their platform has been coasting. They will talk about sales, they'll talk about whatever metrics they want, but it is this is the truth. You can see that from your Jack move to your Blazes to everyone. Really, they don't realize that this is it. If you're happy with PlayStation, good. Then
they don't talk about it though.
They talk about PlayStation. I was about to say they talk about PlayStation.
Yeah.
If we are unhappy about Xbox, we will talk about Xbox. But we are also going to talk about you because you absolute troglodytes deserve to get lasered. I need to get back properly on the content train because there's so much shit. But then again, I come back to freaking Twitter and I've got freaking I was calling it Boomstick, talking from Double Barrel Gaming, talking shit about Battlefield. I'm like, oh, you guys who shame on. Well, I need to play the fucking clip. It made me so angry. I'm like, bruh. What is this guy talking about? He was like, oh no.
He was saying,
oh, how dare you take a stance on, make shitty cosmetics? Fucking play Fortnite, bro. There's a point to be made about the visual integrity of a franchise, and there's a reason why they got murked and they had to literally renege on it, go back on it for a reason. Look at Call of Duty when it started. It wasn't Beavis and Butthead. It wasn't a literal freaking unicorn shot firing freaking rainbows on its ass as an execution with Nicki Minaj in the background. What the fuck? We're talking about military shooter, man. And now you're like, oh yeah, freaking Battlefield is so boring. You walk for 13 minutes and then you freaking, oh, you run for 13 minutes and nothing happens. Bro, just because the word running was used, you got fucking triggered by it. Listen, you shit. This is a 64-bit. The game has so much action going on. It's fucking condensed like fuck. If you're walking for 18 minutes and not finding action, you're playing in an empty server, you dumb f. Is this seriously the Xbox guys? Because ABK, I saw the same thing with PlayStation. That when Jamie Axe person is like, "Oh, we've got Battlefield." I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about? It's not a first party title, you dumb prick." And then you've got freaking bullshits over here going, "Oh yeah, it's a saltine race or saltine shooter." I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about? Battlefield absolutely shits diarrhea on Call of Duty, you fuck." I'm so surrounded by dickheads everywhere. I don't mean that, boom, but you know what I mean. Because I'm fucking stupid. There's just bullshit everywhere, and I'm just dealing with this madness all the time. Just bullshit. Oh yeah, got a Battlefield, it's PlayStation exclusive, yeah, because Xbox has COD. And then the Xbox guys are like, oh yeah, Call of Duty, you're not doing the same numbers we are. Numbers? Now you want to talk about numbers? When PlayStation guys talk about numbers, is bullshit. Now you want to talk about so much bullshit, so much crap. Sorry. Battlefield shits on COD. Safe.
Yeah, I mean it is. It's so funny. Xbox has Call of Duty on their side, like under their wing, and now the general sentiment from the world is, "We're done with you now, COD. COD, you've run your course. You're way too colorful and
happens all the time. COD cycle happens all the time. Go through it. Ghosts, bullshit, Infinity Ward, Advanced Warfare, blah 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 blah. It's the same cycle. They do that shit. And they need to be slapped around. And
the course correct just takes too long.
Yeah, but they'll fucking sort it out. They'll sort it out. Battlefield and DICE doing what they're doing is great.
I don't think they will. I think the problem is people don't like the flashy, corny, cornball microtransaction stuff, but Activision's looking at the money going, sorry.
Nah.
It's like there's a content creator on YouTube that grifts like the socio-political stuff and uses all these slurs in his content and gets tons of views and makes all this money. People hate him.
Andy Panscaming,
yeah, they hate him. And Gaz is so good at this. I swear it's like we're joined at the brainstem. People hate him.
He copied your freaking logo. He's got the blue and red thing going on as well.
I know. I wonder if when I see it, I'm like, oh gosh, it's like a Dollar General version of my logo, but I don't like that kind of content whatsoever. But
he hates
people hate him. Like he's got harassed. Yeah, he doesn't like anything that's not, Yeah, you're right.
He's a
I'm not going to say
we've seen he's grifting.
Yeah, it just borders on everything. All these horrible words that people use, but the Ackman decimated the crap out of him on Twitter, like to the tune of 40,000 likes, like a huge tweet, just embarrassing him in front of the world. And I know that this is like my sidebar. He's sitting back going, he's like, I got to check. Who cares? I got to check. Like I got to check every month. I'm making tons of money. I don't care. People can hate on me. The money makes the pain go away.
So he's basically you.
Pay me. So Call of Duty is looking at all their money they're making selling twerking Nicki Minaj, and they're like, people are hating on the game, boss. It's like they're making fun of us. Like we're getting passed up by Battlefield, and they're like, we're still the top selling game. We're still, look at all the money we're raking in with all the colorful Beavis and Butthead characters,
I don't know
they don't
why
care.
People think Call of Duty is impervious. It is not.
We're going to sit here and try and be like magnanimous, like they need to fix this and bring it back to its core that made it amazing in 2007. They're not going to do it. Money talks. This is the stuff that pisses me off. When people are like, stop buying microtransactions, you're ruining gaming. It's like, no, they're never going to stop because everybody loves them. The majority just like spend money like crazy. Yeah. And now what we get in return is the most campy, corny Disney Call of Duty because now that's what makes far more money. And yeah, that's what, that's why some people switch. I'm going to switch to PlayStation. You know, my biggest videos are about PlayStation. Am I a PlayStation channel? I'm not passionate about PlayStation the way I am about other games. There are a couple PlayStation games I absolutely love, but I'm not passionate about them like I am Fallout and Mass Effect, Borderlands, and stuff like that. So my biggest video on my channel has 3.6 million views, and it's about the PS5 coming in 2019.
Damn.
So, yeah. And then my other biggest views they're not even console war videos. This is what the PS5 is going to be, and this is what Xbox 2 is going to be. Like, I'm talking 6 years ago. I made videos about here's how amazing this one's going to be versus how amazing this one's going to be. It's not going to be like PlayStation's lame, PlayStation's Disney. Like, people get the wrong idea.
There was an element of Disney. You're taking
I mean, I've got backhanded compliments in there, right? Like, you know, the PS4 Pro, you know, gave you 4K looking games, but they weren't native. The Xbox One X did. Like, I've got that in there, but for the most part, PlayStation guys who aren't psychopaths can watch my videos and go, oh, that PlayStation 6 looks really cool. And I've got a ton of comments like that. But D-Batch, D-Batch's the homie, bro.
Hard. Get the hell out. Battlefield shits on COD. Shits on COD. This year's COD. If COD
Call of Duty is in... Yep, sorry.
COD is shit. The latest COD is shit. It's the COD cycle. It'll get better soon. But I think Microsoft are now doubling down on their sure bets, like we know with Amy Hood. They can't be relaxed that the next COD is going to be just a little unicorn fest. They've actually responded. Call of Duty they've said, we take you on board and we'll do better. Even though their next game that's coming out is also, they've literally come out and said this.
What do you mean their next game? The one next year?
Well, they've said we take on board your comments about grounded stuff, and then they'll take it on board. That's how much you.
The problem.
But
the problem is
enough for them to say something.
Yeah, that's true. But they've done that before. They did that last decade when they had the jump packs and the wall running.
It's the
problem is that they're 3 to 4 years out. They're like, we hear you. We know you guys don't like this, but that course correction can't come until 4 years later because they've already almost finished next year's and they're working on the one after that.
No, ultimately, we're talking about skins. And they actually canceled a deal recently last week with another company that was supposed to do some wacky skins. They canceled it. They did? Yeah, they canceled it. What was it, chat? If you remember which it was some weird IP or some shit as well. They canceled. They said they were going to go double down on it. They canceled it. Basically, chat will know. But basically, we're talking about skins here, Colt. It doesn't need 4 years of dev time.
Yeah, I know.
It's basically how they.
No. You're right. Yeah, I was talking about like the
battle passes and stuff like that. And people look. There's so many comparisons. Some of the most viral videos you will see on Instagram on COD and Battlefield is basically comparing COD with Battlefield and showing the principally not just the destruction, the scope of it, all of that, which is funny because that's the discourse that we had 15 years ago about these two titans going against each other, but it's about the cosmetics, and it looks like ass, and it's just so easy to take the piss
sorry
off
about
COD.
that.
So it is what it is. It's not a big deal, but it's the COD cycle. But when I see the hating on or loving a platform which is a multi-plat, it's dumb. And on that note,
do you think that
canceling
do you think that canceling the microtransaction campy stuff would bring enough players back that are hating on it to make more money than what they make when they sell skins? Because I know the skins thing is really super lucrative in the gaming space. And I know sometimes we yell and we raise our hands and wave our fingers about the travesties going on in modern gaming. And then does that always equal sales? I think
that's a good question.
It certainly did with. Well, it is a good question because I think maybe I'm on the camp that it does make a difference. Like, I think that the hate that was going on with Dragon Age, Veilguard and stuff like that, it actually translated into real sales where the rest of the world really said, I'm not going to play the game. The people that were going to were like, I'm out. But it makes me wonder about like the little things. Like, I don't want to see Beavis and Butthead. It ruins my immersion. I'm like, how many people really feel that way?
Yeah,
and are they going to make that money back if they get rid of it? And I don't have a stance on that. I'm just genuinely asking and opening up the discussion.
I think people will end up buying whatever, like microtransactions they will buy. I don't think people go out of their way. It's not Fortnite as much as people want to pretend. COD is trying to replicate Fortnite's success, and Fortnite is on another level. If you want that shit, have it in Fortnite. Don't have it on even COD. Is still
I mean, it's perfect for Fortnite.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You got to laugh at this. You come Nintendo with a $5 super chat. I got to give it a heart. He goes, just came to laugh at your dumbass for joining PlayStation fangirls on all the Nintendo hate back in June. At least Nintendo doesn't cuck for PS5. Well, at least you don't cuck for Nintendo. Oh wait, yeah, you do. Fucking hell, these guys will take. Nintendo fanboys are also crazy. Player Essence, I'm sorry, but these Nintendo fanboys will get absolutely murked, molested in 4K by Miyamoto, and they will say thank you, Miyamoto. It was a molestation because it was consensual, even though you used a freaking tire iron. That's the kind of people that are Nintendo fanboys. They $80 price tag for freaking Mario Kart World that looks like the old Mario Kart. Fucking great. Your Nintendo Switch. What is two defining fucking features? One, that it operates like a mouse. You dumb fuck. The other button is the C button. That's a capture button. Capture button that no one uses. This is your height of innovation. So yeah, damn right. I still bought the Nintendo. I enjoy the games. I support them, yeah? But I still call out that bullshit. It did it in my last video when I talked about PC. Freaking mouse. That's the height of innovation. They gave you a Switch, not even an OLED, with a freaking mouse with more blurry screen. And you sat there and you sucked it off. Give me another super chat. Give me, the next super chat better be $50 freaking dollars and saying, I love to suck Miyamoto's cock. Do it now. I want to see it. You're gonna super chat with bullshit. I love it when I'm here with you, Colt, but you know why? Even though it just facilitates memes, raw memes. This is This is the real excellency. So yeah.
The real. There was something that happened when you stepped into the RDX podcast that one Tuesday night, and they're like, bringing on this guy Gaz, and I'm like, who? They're like, just wait. Just wait. And then we were in the pre-chat before the thing, and Dealer's trying to hit the button to go live, and yeah, something just happened. It was absolute mayhem, bro. Absolute mayhem.
It was crazy. Look, I've got a few topics to talk about. We've gone on a crazy madness.
Your thumbnail is like kind of important.
And that's what I'm going to talk about next, because this is really important. It is actually really important. I wanted to talk about, you know how have a love-hate relationship with Halo. And that Oliver Darko homeless piece of shit saying that I wasn't calling out freaking Halo. I'm like, bro, I have been getting it from before launch, at launch.
You're blocked
launch.
By the Halo community manager. What have you not done at this
point? There are so many podcasts of me before the release, you weird freaking psycho homeless. Why are my stalkers not even just productive members of society? They're just weird, hiding behind anonymous pictures. That's just an indictment on me. But at the same time, I was rinsing Halo before release so much that the Halo community hates me, or the Xbox community hates me about my Halo discourse. But now Halo is being in the firing line, and I find myself in a bit of a middle state, because on the one hand, I don't trust Halo Studios because it's basically 343, and I've always
I don't either.
I don't know what, I don't know what they're going to be doing. Pierre Hintz, he saved it. People say he deserves the benefit of the doubt. Blah blah blah. But I have side-eyeing that guy rawly, because we'll talk about it. But at the same time, Colt Eastwood, holy shit, is the Halo community full of absolute oh my god, bro, the amount of bullshit I've seen about crying about the most innocuous thing. I get it, visual integrity is important. I'm literally just talking about maintaining the visual integrity in titles like Call of Duty. But you're crying about what are you crying about? The game looks so faithful, even though it's a UE5 remake. It's lick of paint. It looks like Halo. It doesn't look like anything else. I'm sorry.
What was the word you used? Lick of paint?
Lick of paint.
What did you say?
Lick of paint.
Oh, I just want to say that I was not happy about this this remake of CE
I
at
don't think
all.
it needs to
And
be made, but yeah.
Yeah, and I was like really against it, and I said a lot on my show, and I said in videos, like when I was covering stuff, and I was like, we don't really need this, and I don't know who's excited about this, so I was not on board. When I saw the reveal, I was really kind of changed on that, and I did not expect that. I'm like, okay, I mean, with the 3 prequel missions, it does look good, and it's got the sprint and some of the ADS or zoom aim stuff, so I'm like, that's going to feel pretty fun to play.
Yeah.
And so I'm just trying to say it did win me over, but I do not trust Halo Studios. I don't think the people, I don't know who works there, but I just don't feel like they have it. It's almost like anybody could faithfully do what Halo needs next. And I think that if they gave it to someone else, like if Microsoft is so desperate to just say, we're sending out the Halo franchise to a third party. We're going to go look for bid and all that stuff. That almost any studio could create a Halo game that would set the world on fire. Because the thing that Halo needs right now is Halo 7 or a follow-up to Infinite with the Endless, and they're not doing that. And now we're hearing that it just frustrates me. I just feel like they're so lost. They're using UE5 to bring all these developers together that know how to work on an engine. So the engine's not the problem anymore. They can just work on creating good content. But if they're going to waste time rehashing games that we've all played ad nauseum, I'm too old. I can't sit around and wait for the next real Halo game. Do anything. Make Halo ODST 2. Make another Reach style game. Just make anything. But if they're really going to make Halo Campaign Evolved and then Halo 2 and then Halo 3, I just feel like they just don't understand what the rest of the world wants when it comes to the franchise.
Anyway. I think you nailed it there. But there's, for the people who don't know, there's rumors now or reports suggesting that Halo 2 and Halo 3 are getting a campaign remake treatment as well. To me, that reads as, we need to get PlayStation guys on board. That's why we're making this. This is principally catering for Xbox's primary audience, PlayStation. Well, PC then PlayStation. And that's what it is. That's what they're doing. If they're making Halo 2 and Halo 3 remake, it is such a piss take. They're like, oh, but they're freaking... they're making the next game. I'm like, you've committed them to 3 side projects for old titles, and you're saying, yeah, but Halo 7 is coming. When? Like Colt says, we're getting older. We want to see this shit. And if you don't have the ambition, and remember, Halo, if you truly respect Halo, and I mean really believe in the IP of Halo, you need to go for the blue sky with Halo. Like freaking thingy Bonnie Ross said she would, and she completely shat on it. That legacy. If Pierre wants to take it on, then go ahead and do it. But I am side-eyeing that. It needs someone really bold to take that on. But at the same time, you look at there's no winning for you, Halo Studios, Pierre. There's no winning for you. If you try to put sprinting and running in a basic feature like that, someone was crying about the freaking ammo counter on the Needler. I'm like,
oh my gosh.
The icons in the Halo, this is mostly Onos Alex actually, but crying about this, Pierre, then you've already lost. So why don't you have the balls to go ahead and just do it right? Take it, got it, murk it. Otherwise, Halo is just going to keep teetering down. And for all the Halo faithful crying about it, how dare you? Can you see that? You're telling them to gut Halo? That's what they did with Halo 4 and 5. I said, don't make a shit Halo game. Have the boldness to execute on something great. Take it to the next level. Sci-fi shooter like that with a Space Marine can go so many ways.
Make it mature.
And make it mature, for God's sake. Not for kids, but they won't do that. Make it mature. Make it mature, man. Bring it back, the blood and the gore.
Doesn't need cussing in it. Just make it scary. Make it visceral. Like,
a bit
you got alien blood in there already. Just quit trying to be so Disney. Like, oh, it's for Halo's for everyone.
Rambling Entertainment says the remake isn't even good. Close the studio. That is a harsh word, but perhaps he's right. How many chances does 343 and by extension Halo Studios?
Oh, if the remake isn't good,
this is a bit extreme.
Here's the thing. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
Halo Combat Evolved in 2001 is a 96 Metacritic. It's a 96. Are you ready? Give me your prediction for Campaign Evolved Metacritic.
83.
84. That's mine. Yeah, I'm with you guys.
I mean, there's a ceiling there.
Yep.
There has no multiplayer. So it's like, okay.
I mean, the original didn't have multiplayer, but
Well, they did.
I mean,
Not online multiplayer.
yeah.
Yeah, come on, man. Play Wizard.
It has four-player
Well,
campaign co-op. It has online. Like, didn't people mod that LAN thing where you could play against each other and
Yeah,
have PvP?
But that's LAN. Yeah, Halo C had literal
And they
LAN.
couldn't do that online, knowing that people loved that in 2001 and 2.
The reason why they didn't do it for Halo C, I think, is because there's enough. There's the Master Chief Collection. You've got so much there, and you've got Halo Infinite, which is this gas game with Forge, which is very powerful. But if you want the original game, you've got the Master Chief Collection, which is comprehensive suite of those Halo games, barring Halo 5 Guardians, I believe. Okay, but you know, I don't know if it's too late for Halo. This will be a conversation we'll keep having every time we see the next Halo, which I'm really I want to see what they do. I really do. I really want to see Halo Infinite 2. Please do something with it. Okay, look, with Unreal Engine, there are questions around it. Absolutely, but bruh. Chris, thank you for the $10 super chat. He goes, I was at HCS last weekend and played the demo twice. I can say the studio members were very receptive to feedback, very in capitals. They really wanted to hear our thoughts, and I really enjoyed the demo. And still a year left. Well, thank you for that, Chris, and thank you for the super chat.
I've heard that a lot. People that were there really liked it a lot. And I watched that footage, and I'm like, that does look fun.
Yeah.
I think I was talking to Fonz about that too. I think Fonz was not going to play the game, but now he's like, dude, we're going to co-op it when it comes out.
Yeah,
because it's one of his favorite
UE5.
games.
Glorious UE5.
Yeah.
Check Pleasity. I've not seen that before. Check please, thank you. Holy shit, I'm a moron. Check please, thank you. Thank you for the $2 super chat. I can't wait to see the flood in UE5. Thank you, bro. Thank you, check please. Thank you. In fact, I actually tweeted out that the flood actually needs a thorough revision because those little balloons won't do it anymore. You pop those little balloons, pop, pop, pop. It's like, no, just make them a little bit more scary, have little bits coming out. In fact, actually today I saw a clip of the hunters, the big blue hunters. I just
saw this too. Yeah.
The worms coming out. So a lot of people don't know that in Halo lore they're made out of microorganisms like a hive mind. So shooting that it didn't look impressive, but at least it's a nice little bit of attention.
It was a hunter that was already dead, and they shot the neck, and the worms came out and started crawling on the ground, which I've never seen in the game. So I guess maybe they added that for the first time.
Yeah, because
that's pretty cool. It's
a bit of their lore. It's that they're made of multiple these worm organisms, which is really cool. You know, people don't know that. So there's a little bit of attention to detail here. There's a tiny bit, but at the same time, Halo needs to go hard, and I need to see what happens next. I'm so disappointed, Colt, that we didn't get to see or even hear about what their indication is for the future, or the plans for the future of this franchise. I don't know what they're gonna do, but I don't want to go old and withering, and I'm like, oh, the next Halo, and I'm gonna look like a leathery piece of shit, and I'm trying to play Halo, and it finally gets good, if that. We'll see. We'll see. Halo. The thing is, the sad thing is, Halo is a shell of its former self, hardly anywhere near where it needs to be, and it's so sad. And Xbox did that, and freaking Bonnie Ross did that, and I'm pissed off about it. Let's see. But Halo's the Halo Faithful crying is shit. But Halo 2 and 3 being remade is ass. If that's dev time taken away from developers, I don't give a shit about it. I want to see the future of Halo, man. Why you? Naughty Dog? You're going to keep remastering shit? Come on, man.
They got Intergalactic coming.
Newcomb's so pissed now. He goes, Gaz, the ex-cuck who has to hide behind PC Gamer label. Listen, Newcomb, don't make me hurt your feelings by freaking emulating your Nintendo games, bruv. Yeah? Don't cry, man.
I'll emulate all of them.
Why are you crying about PC?
Yeah.
Your Nintendo is a PC, isn't it? You got a freaking mouse. Did you use the mouse feature? Did you use it? They Nukem. You called yourself Nukem Nintendo. So Nintendo boy, did you use
What would that
the
be like being? What would that be like being restricted on a Nintendo device that has just a small fraction of the games that the rest of the world can enjoy, and be in these worlds that are available on console and PC that Nintendo almost never gets?
You be saying, oh yeah, we have highly rated games.
You got The Witcher 3 like years later at 12 FPS. I mean, gosh dang, play on anything but I'm trying to tell these guys, play on anything but just one device. Just try it. Just try playing on more than one device, and your fanboyism will just dissolve away.
Imagine if you're exclusively a Nintendo player. Holy shit, what a miserable existence, as is evidenced by this guy in the chat. Imagine being that guy. That's bad. You know, you can say console wasn't bad, but you don't want to be that guy. Thank you for the super chat. He goes, Nintendo over Gay Station over Cuckbox. That is the Nintendo fanboy right there, ladies and gentlemen. Summed up. Oh, man. Safe. Colt Eastwood.
And I'm super gay. Yeah. I've got the AI videos to prove it.
Oh, my God, don't.
Did you hear about no, I won't. Did you hear about the Mikey J. Raymond, who writes for Windows Central? I met him in person in New York, and somebody took our selfie and had us kiss.
No, I didn't see that. No way, did that as well.
Yeah, and I replied publicly. I said, little do they know, we actually held hands in Times Square, because we were walking across the street, and it was like around midnight at Times Square, and he started to walk, and a truck was coming, and I grabbed his hand. And I go, no, don't go yet, because I was watching for traffic. And then he goes, we should hold hands together. So we held hands for a couple seconds. We're laughing our heads off because we're in New York, and it just fits. And then like a week later, someone takes our selfie. We're just like, hey, like this, and had us kiss in AI. And I'm like, so fitting. Yeah, but hey, I'm good for it. Whatever.
Good to see you, man.
Hey, what's up?
Oh yeah, man, bro. Yeah. Listen, you can hold hands with whoever you like,
but not you.
Don't, bro. You guys have been on it. It's just ridiculous. I want to talk to you about a game that has actually gone under the radar. Outer Worlds 2.
Oh yeah.
That game has got decent critical reception, got decent reviews. There's only like a few points under Ghost of Yotei, and no one's talking about it. What's going on now? What the hell's going on? And it's supposed to be better than the original, the first game, and all sorts. And people enjoy good reviews. No one's playing it.
I think there's two reasons. One is Obsidian's tone deaf reaction to what got him in hot water with Avowed. They should have fired an employee. They should have made a statement and said, we don't condone this, and it would have saved them millions of dollars. But now it's the Xbox tax and that. So basically what you have is fanboys look at games. If it's under an 87, it's trash. Like, this is the actual sentiment among a million gamers in the world on social media, that if a game is not over an 86, it's trash. Yeah. We were just finished talking about Halo, and there's this whole big viral post about the Halo games, and like all these games are really great, and this guy was like, Halo 5 and Halo Infinite are trash, and they're like an 85 and 86 respectively. Like, this is the sentiment right now in gaming. Outer Worlds 2 is a really, really great game. It's really, really fun, and people should play it if they like RPGs, or they like fun action RPGs, and nobody's playing it. So it's the fault of Xbox. Like, the name, like, you could play this game on PS5, PC, cloud, Xbox, but not a lot of people are playing it on Steam. So that's where we know that there's not a ton of numbers on the game. So Xbox has put themselves in this position now where their games are under massive scrutiny, and they don't tend to put out games that are super highly ubiquitous or viral. Like they just don't. And so I don't know, there's just kind of this issue. It bothers me because Outer Worlds is a really cool game. I really, really liked it. I gave it an 85. I gave it an 8.5 out of 10. Yeah, I don't know. It's just, I've just resolved it. That's just how it is. You look at it, it's got its other problems. Like there's no sexiness in Outer Worlds 2. And I think there needs to be. Man, my freaking phone my watch is blowing up. Okay, it's fine.
Okay?
Yeah, I mean, no, it was WhatsApp, so I just wanted to make sure. I know that's really dicey for me to say, but there's a level of sexiness that's missing from Obsidian that I think they could put in. It's hard for me to say that because it comes off as goony, right? Like being a gooner. But there's some sexiness you could put into your games to make them a little more mature. There's some mature themes in it, but I think you know what I'm getting at, right?
Yeah, kind
like
of.
it's hard to say without being offensive or without offending the developer.
Say it. You want to make it.
When I make my character, I can't make my character look just like me. I made this female character and it ended up looking like kind of a plain Jennifer Lawrence. I don't know why. It just every time I saw her, I'm like, it looks like kind of a cartoon version. And their character models are very stylized, which is fine. But I don't know. It's hard to say. Yeah, it's really hard to say. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think you know what I mean. Like people complain about this. I don't complain about this stuff. Like I don't normally complain about what characters look like or how they're dressed all that much. Like that's not like that's never been a game changer for me, but the buck stops there with a lot of people. And I hear it all the time. And that's kind of what I'm speaking to. I don't know. But it's
yeah,
Outer Worlds too.
Nintendo, it's funny, but don't spam in all caps because it's only a few words. Literally, the last few messages is "Cock Eastwood has cried" to all caps. Emoji, 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 emoji. Lol, I'm making cock sauce cry. Emoji, 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 emoji. Yeah, you could say it.
Who's writing this?
Some weird. That is the Nintendo guy, actually. It's the Nintendo guy. But I'm like, stop ruining the chat.
Look what virginity does to people. Like literally, just go out and just get some. You'll be fine.
Just get a freaking Xbox or PlayStation. Just get a PlayStation. Okay? Relieve your pain. So you're not paying.
My gosh.
But yeah, shout out Nintendo. Yeah, look, you want to make Miranda Lawson with a fat ass in your games, and you can't do that with Outer Worlds 2. But at the same time, the game hasn't really. I think it's just come out at a busy period. I think it's just so competitive right now. Like even now.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
I'm jumping between Ark, then Battlefield. And then I have so many games to play. I desperately want to play Chronos. I desperately want to play that. That looks like my kind of jam, and I really want to play that.
Yeah, I hear good things.
And I still haven't played Split Fiction yet because you piece of shit abandoned me for someone, and then you didn't even play the game.
For my son, which we played three levels and abandoned it as well. He's been way too busy.
Oh, yeah.
He doesn't even game anymore.
What's he doing?
I asked my son, I'll make this really quick, but my son's 14, and I asked him about what do people talk about in high school about gaming? You know, he's a freshman. He's like, they don't. I go, do they talk about PlayStation, talk about Xbox or PCs? Like, nobody really talks about it all that much. I'm like, where's the allegiance? He's like,
what allegiance?
What are you talking about? Like, yeah, he's like, they're not like that. You load up on your phone or your computer and you play Roblox and dress to impress and all these Roblox games, and then they play Fortnite and they do the Battle Royale stuff together. But they're just on there on the headset socializing and playing games. And I think the younger generation is not anything like us, where you and I look at a game, we're like, look at this world. Like we're playing our Arc Raiders. Look at this world. Look how amazing it looks, and the vibe and the Blade Runner 2049 music and the slow, methodical, heavy gameplay and all the, everything's on the line before you extract, and extracting really means something. Younger kids I don't think they really care about that stuff because they're on TikTok, Matt Booty.
No, anyway. I think the younger crowd do give a shit about things like that, but not in the same way we do. So they look at like Arc Raiders, for instance, is now, we'll talk about that now. Arc Raiders is killing it. Over 300,000 concurrent players on Steam right now. Game is, I streamed it twice on Friday. I loved that, or Thursday or Friday, or whenever it was. The day it came out, I said to my people at work, I'm streaming, don't bother me. You know what to do. I've given you the tasks. Nope. 2 hours later, calls. I had to stop. And it was the hardest thing for me to stop. Then I streamed at night and I loved it. I wasn't playing solo and it was painful for me to close the game. And I've been playing solo and I've enjoyed this game so much. Arc Raiders, which you might see on stream in a second, or it might me stream playing it was so much fun. This game, for people crying about UE5, this game, man, is dank.
Runs really well too. Fawns.
No. What happened? Isn't this a smaller team dealing with this shit? How on earth is a smaller team making a game that looks this good, man? Just the visuals and stuff just looks amazing, man. And you're just watching other players here. I'm like with my friends playing here. Looks at other players. It's the game. The tension is amazing. The voiceover IP, I was doing some crazy shit today. There's so many stories that we were sharing with friends, and that's what online gaming is about. You share these stories with your friends and say, hey, look, man, this is what happened. This is what happened. And you were doing the same thing, Cole. And you're not exactly an extraction shooter fan. Although you play everything.
No, I'm not a multiplayer or competitive player. And you and I were playing with your buddy, and we saw a couple, 2 or 3 guys over getting ready to extract, and they had the gigantic leaper, which is a 20-foot tall or 10-foot tall spider robot, and it was bearing down on them, and they were 50 meters away, and we're like, should we murk them? No, let them. They're in hot water and they're trying to extract, and this robot is just shooting at them, and we just run in there, and they're half dead. They're crawling in, bleeding, crawling in on one leg, trying to get into the elevator extract, and we come in and and just kill them. Well, the spider robot can't get us. The leaper can't reach us because the doors are closing. They're in oh, we finally made it, and we just come in like the anti-SWAT team, murk them, hit the button and extract, and we were yelling, and it was this organic moment. That this emergent gameplay that you rarely get anymore, right?
Yeah.
It's really, really cool. And that's when I was talking about, if we rewind back to an hour ago, I'm Xbox doesn't have games where everyone's oh my gosh, you have to play this game from Xbox. When's the last time you had that? Forza Horizon 5 in 2021?
Yeah.
It's important.
Yeah.
And
absolutely.
I know Xbox thinks we need that. When they put out Keeper,
I think
they're probably
Starfield was that game. For all the noise about Starfield had a lot of hype, a lot of stories people generated over the world. I think history's kind of spoiled it, and I think games like Cyberpunk have maybe kind of completely eclipsed it because they've really improved in a very similar fashion. But Starfield did create that kind of buzz, and internally
there was look at my ship, look at what this person did in the game. That was going on.
No, but what about the quests?
Red Wolf's in the.
I would have completely different quests. I would have made completely different decisions. We're doing the Crimson Fleet missions. Rand was saying something else. You did something else. It was pretty cool.
Starfield hate's so funny. It's deserved in certain ways, but I'm glad that Red Wolf's in the chat. We've collaborated on 2 really great Starfield videos together, and we understand what makes it great, and we also really understand what is missing from it. But it really was, people always forget, you're right, guys. The first couple months, it was zeitgeist material, and people were sharing viral clips of building crazy ships and doing insane things. It was anyway. No, Xbox needs way more of that.
Yeah, it definitely does. And I think obviously it didn't match the masses of hype. This is supposed to be a game of the gen contender.
Yeah.
But I definitely think it'll be considered a classic title once the dust settles, and it was very enjoyable. I think when it comes to PlayStation, at least it will get a second lease of life, and all the haters will actually go out their way to enjoy it. And then probably the studio will improve it and reduce things like the load times and stuff like that, because that's when they improve and play Xbox games, when they come to PlayStation. But Arc Raiders is an incredible title that you need to try and play. And people have asked me if you play solo. Solo was brutal before, but I'm not gonna lie, I actually enjoy solo a lot more as well now. I started playing last game, random people start talking to me, hey, I'm friendly, don't you? And I started to see more people working together with randoms on solo.
And they were friendly?
Yeah, I'm making a video on this, and it's just how good this game is. And it's such a, chat, I was so close to say, well, I did say to Colt, should we just say F the stream and just play the game together? Like me and you play and then discuss the topics?
I mean, yeah.
I would have loved
I mean, we could.
We could do it now at the end of the show, but then I need to move this camera somewhere and figure that out, and then get your camera captured, because it'd be hilarious to see your face while you're playing that game. We need to sort that out. But
oh yeah,
that'd be good. Or you could stream on your end.
Well, I mean, you could do that. Like, you just leave the overlay like this and have your gameplay in the middle.
That's true. We could do that. It's such a good game, chat. You need to play it. Even if you're not into extraction shooters, which begs the question: what the hell is Bungie going to do with Marathon? Because they have their work cut out. Because when they had the alpha, and I know it's gone back on the drawing board to get things fixed up. One of them, which will most likely be voice over IP, because apparently they wanted to protect the people and they didn't want to have voice over IP. One of the most virality of this game has been enhanced so much by people talking. Like, oh shit, don't do this to me. Come on, man. Begging, all of the stuff that you want in PvP games. And Bungie thought, no, people don't like that. Oh, here's this game where the art style looks amazing that we stole from an indie artist, and then it doesn't even match up the game's visuals in the final product because it's weird and purple. So how are you going to sell cosmetics? If you kept to your original design, you could. I think they're in trouble, Colt. I don't know if Marathon can make it unless they shock us with some incredible changes. I don't know how Marathon's going to make it work.
As an graphic designer, I'm not an artist. As an illustrator and graphic designer, the visual aesthetic of Marathon bothers me. It's very harsh and what's the word? It's not comfortable for me to look at. It's way over high contrast, bright whites, neon colors mixed with bright whites and blacks. It just visually just doesn't do it for me. And then the way that the characters look, I don't know. Then that's just a tiny nitpick thing. And then it being an extraction shooter, I hope it has like some magic that we're seeing in Arc Raiders. Arc Raiders there's a lot of things that I'm not super excited about. Like, is there going to be meaningful gear that I can build up my character? Because I don't see that yet. I'm just grabbing like some little, like, I got a blue pip for a pistol. I'm like, I don't really know if I even want that pistol. So we'll see. I come from the Fallout fandom where I want to like puzzle piece my character together and just feel like I'm like surviving in the world. And in short things in Arc Raiders, I don't get that, but I'm still playing it. I'm gonna get my $40 worth out of it pretty soon, and it's pretty good so far.
Honestly, it's really good. I know exactly what you mean about that Fallout-esque setting. The music is amazing, man, in that game, and just the vibes are incredible. Whereas Marathon's playing right now, and sometimes I look at it, I'm like, oh, that looks kind of cool, but then at the same time I remembered, oh yeah, by the way, the PvP is really muted. There's no voice over IP. I don't know how they're doing it, and it just seems like. It's a shame. I genuinely think it's a shame that this. I really actually wanted this to be good. A lot of ponies will not believe that, but I did. Obviously, there's an element of there is an element of I want to take the piss out of PlayStation when they flop on this, but I obviously wanted this game to be.
Are you seeing a pattern here, though, guys? The Halo is not the same as it used to be, and now Bungie is not, the Bungie Halo was when it was amazing, and now the Bungie that we know now is nothing like the Bungie that they say was when Halo was good. Yeah. I say this a lot to Fonz in the chat. Shout out to him. He's awesome. We talk about, because we're old. We're 10 years older than you guys, and we are at the point now where our favorite franchises, our favorite studios, our favorite things are gone. Those people, our favorite bands, they look like grandmas now. They literally, like, my favorite guitar player looks like someone's grandma wearing like a scarf and long gray hair. And because that's how old I am. I'm almost 50. And so my favorite franchises like Fallout, Borderlands, Mass Effect, like those people are so gone. The people that work there now are in their 30s and they have different design criteria or styling than the people who were rough and made the games way back in the day, you know?
Yeah.
So this is like Fawn's like, this is what we have to deal with, right? We're the old guy yelling at the cloud like, bring back my game with you know, like that doesn't happen anymore.
No, but okay. It's not just a case of you being old. You're absolutely right. But what's happened is the generational change has also caused the craft to dilute, because what you've had is the new gen of developers who gaming became so commoditized and became part of this. It's so big now that, you know, you sell your, you know, BRs, like Battle Royale came, the loot boxes came in, and it's just become so commoditized. Whereas when we grew up, developers were really passionate people in a niche kind of market. It was growing for sure, but it was still really creative.
They're like scrappy.
Yeah, they're scrappy. They felt it was weird. Gaming, you wouldn't say that in school. Like, people would be shy to say that you were a gamer because it was a bit of like a nerdy thing. But because it was so nerdy, people really who cared about the medium, the art of the medium, dedicated their time to it.
Well, I mean, everybody cares, but it was a different type of passion.
Not like that. Not like
they were scratching and clawing their way into
sitting there coding.
Yeah,
like that. You had Expedition 33.
Now you sound like Andy Pants Gaming.
Oh God, what? I hate women. Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, and then his wife and kids leave him. Yeah.
God, damn, man. But yeah, no, I do think there's an element of truth that the developers, like, despite all that bullshit, this is the reality of the medium, which is why even Hideo Kojima says, if you want creativity, don't look at the AAA space. Look at indie and AA's. Hideo Kojima.
Oh, he said that? I love that.
Hideo Kojima said
He also said, don't love your job. Job your love. Hideo Kojima.
What? What the fuck? I thought you'd be serious. I'm like, oh shit. He's got some sick quote for me, and then it just drops down.
Jason Schreier's like, new article, new Hideo Kojima quote.
Jeff Keighley's like, Hideo Kojima
fonts.
declares.
The ones who say that are the most closetly gay people. He says Andy Pants is secretly gay. Yeah, because he's like, wait, I love women. He says it with his whole chest, like, believe me. Sure.
Yeah, but somebody goes a bit too hard. You start to think maybe he loves the dick a little bit too much there. Like, what the fuck is going on there? Like, oh, I really love my women this way. I'm like, bro, like, okay. Like,
I love my women like I love my lumberjacks. Yeah.
Exactly.
That's
Xbox's
not nice.
King says, do you have any critiques? Do you have any critiques for Arc Raiders? I can't find any flaws in the game. Yes. There's quite a few. I could say.
The UI is very, very laborious. It could use some refinement.
Yeah, I mean,
it could use some quick select stuff, and
that's true. That's true. At the same time, you would also think like, why the fuck have they got a chicken in the game, man? Sorry, I swore. They just put a chicken in the game. They just put a stupid random. There's a serious game, and then the trader's like, a trader, someone who trades with you, is a freaking chicken. Why? Why would you do that? It's
no. You have a chicken that gathers scrapping crafting materials every time you come back from mission.
What are you saying to me, man?
And then you get him a dog collar. Well, I mean, the game isn't that serious. Like, the traders are kind of like a Rogue One era Star Wars type thing, right? You kind of get in that vibe. The
most serious Star Wars, which is Rogue One and Andor. Like,
yeah, you know I did that on purpose. Yeah.
So then it doesn't make any sense. Why a freaking chicken? You're not trying to appeal to the Japanese, maybe, because they like the weird, whimsical thing. We could have had a robot. That's more a friendly robot makes more sense in a world full of these weird robots that
like a Wall-E that goes out and brings you scrap.
But if you want to have a cute factor, you put a chicken in there. Scrappy's also Scrappy. It's weird.
Gas is a scrappy hater. He doesn't like roosters.
No, it's not that. It just I thought it killed the vibe a bit. I'm like, you saw my reaction on the stream. I'm like, what? Why? It's not the end of the world. Scrappy is relegated to a menu anyway. I'm not gonna cry about it. But at the same time, I'm like, right, doesn't make any sense. It literally feels alien. So that's Scrappy. But yeah, I think Arc Raiders is going to be amazing. I know Arc Raiders is amazing and it's going to carry on doing really well. How long of a legs it will have, I don't know, but I'm loving it. And I don't play. You played Grounded, Colt, and you played so many hours of that. Same kind of game. It's not an extraction shooter, but it's like, you spend time on that game, building your bases and things like that. And this feels like that with me.
Yeah, you don't really build in bases in Arc Raiders. I wish like you build benches. These workbenches and they're just like preset. It's very limited.
Yeah.
But the only thing that's the same in Grounded is when you're out in the wild, you do not want to die. Most video games when you die, it's like, oh crap, I have to go back to a checkpoint and redo it. But these games where everything you brought with you is gone because you died. And so you'll hide in the bushes. Like I was playing with Red Wolf and I would run into and hit the extraction button, then run and hide in a bush by a tree. So I'm not easily seen if somebody comes racing to share that extraction and murk us. So yeah, like when the stakes are a little bit higher, the video games can feel a little more. That's why Dark Souls is so popular. Dying really makes you feel like, Absolutely. That's why it needs an easy mode.
A piece of shit. No, absolutely. I was thinking about this with this game where the difficulty is high and there's something you have. The stakes are high. You really just feel it. You feel it quite a bit. I remember falling down this hole and panicking like a piece of shit. But yeah, and that's what this.
I had to come get you.
Yeah. Oh man, bro, this game is amazing, man. And the amount of crying that I saw people crying like, oh, these people are so harsh. How dare you kill someone just when they're extracting? That's the whole point. I don't give a shit. I'm not gonna cry.
Yeah.
Like, well, you're crying about PvP in a PvP game. Like, it's like,
just let him go. It would have been fine. You'd still get your loot. It's like,
I'm like, I don't.
This isn't the world that they built.
Exactly. We have such. Like, we spend all our lives being nice little people being just beaten down by the government, by all sorts of bullshit, the realities of life, and now you want us to be good little soldiers in a virtual game where you kill each other like with random people? No, I want to take the piss. I want to play the bad guy. I'm not a bad guy, but I want to be the bad guy in this game. It's a really ruthless world, and let me play the part. And it starts spreading the seeds of distrust. It's a meta game in itself. So people crying about that. And
Rambling Entertain says State of Decay better take notes out of all these co-op games.
Absolutely.
I've thought about State of Decay a lot playing this because it has a couple of things that are similar, and I'm like, I just don't know if Undead Labs has this level of just, I don't know, quality. I don't know. We'll see.
Well, it's a UE5 game that as well. So.
Yeah, and you loot very similarly, and you're limited in. The funny thing about this game, and as a guy who completed State of Decay 2, when you bring back stuff, most of the stuff you can start using right away. I spent 40 hours playing State of Decay 2 and had all this gear that I could barely do anything when it comes to upgrading. Like I'm like packed. Complete full inventory, backpack, cars, and your stash and your outpost. And it's like, go upgrade these things. You don't have any of the materials. I'm like, well, how can I not after beating the game? Like, how am I supposed to go out and just do scavenging runs ad nauseum? And I don't feel like that with most of the time in Arc Raiders when you're grabbing your stuff.
Yeah.
You bring back this and you can get rid of or sell stuff, and you're definitely getting things to. I'm speaking very vaguely. You're able to upgrade your stuff in a timely or meaningful manner, and I didn't feel that way in State of Decay 2. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing with State of Decay 3. I was feeling the same thing. If you can get that feeling of the desire for that loot, the gameplay they showed. Well, how much of it is probably bullshot territory because there wasn't much of a UI there. You had a third-person camera shooting around a State of Decay. It looks good, but Colt, this leads us to our, I think, potential final topic. Well, I haven't even talked about Battlefield RedSec, but I haven't played it. The new map
I haven't either.
is absolutely atrocious for jets. It's really good for tanks and that kind of ground battle, but seems more for recon and tanks. The jet gameplay weird. I haven't played Battlefield RedSec, otherwise I would have talked about it more, but I definitely will do, because I helped back on Battlefield as well after Arc Raiders, and it was just like, yes, sustenance. That game is also good. I am so happy that multiplayer is good. The only problem with that is my backlog gets worse, so bad. But at the same time, we were talking,
When you're playing multiplayer games, yeah.
Yeah, man, this really bad. I love multiplayer. That's my source.
I mean, we didn't even talk to you for a month because you would come home from work and play Battlefield till 4 a.m. and then go back to work at 6.
Yeah, no, I did that. I've been doing that, and I did that with Arc, and it was painful. It's really hard to do that. That's why I want to use some shorter games. But there's a lot of this year. You know, despite all my complaints about the AAA space and the game industry as a whole, the games themselves, even if whatever in the AAA space, the state of them or whatnot, are really good. Like, we've got some really good games. Battlefield 6, great game. Arc AA game, great game. Yote, people are loving that game. Great game for a lot of people, and I'm sure it's going to be a great game. Ninja Gaiden 4, I haven't even touched, and I can't wait to play that game.
People
that
like
game
it.
looks amazing. Yeah, amazing. Outer Worlds 2 did really well. Great reviews. Not for everyone, but this is how busy Xbox is and how busy the gaming landscape is. That Outer Worlds 2 comes out 83, 84, whatever, and no one's really talking that much about it because they're so busy playing so many different things. And it still doesn't take away the fact that Outer Worlds 2 is a great game. It may not do that well in sales, but quality-wise, Xbox delivered. So, fair enough. And then there's so much more. There's so much more shit coming out. I haven't even played Cronus. I haven't played so many of the indie games on my desktop that I really want to play. I can't wait to play. Colt, you're gonna kill me. Red Dead. I want to die.
I know.
It's just crazy. I don't have time.
Yeah, you need to.
I need to find the time. Like, I don't know how to do this. I'm actually struggling, but I'm enjoying gaming so much at the moment, thanks to multiplayer finally bringing back this gen. It only took 4 years, but great. I hope it carries on, and I actually genuinely hope Marathon is okay, but I think it's gonna be shit, or it's gonna die. It may not be shit, but it just may not have enough of a splash, which begs the question: what happens to Bungie? Full-on assimilation, which has probably already happened.
They kind of already are, but yeah, it's. I mean, the magic that made Bungie amazing doesn't work there anymore.
Yeah, and it's a sad state of affairs, really. That's happened. It's the end of an era for.
Same thing with your favorite bands. Like, the singer left, the guitar player's gone, drummer died. It's just normal. Like, that's the thing. We've been gaming for so long.
Yeah.
I've been. Like everyone always says, like you always hear about, I've been gaming since the Atari 2600. I mean, I've been gaming since back then, since 83, right before you were born. And we've seen amazing games, but some of your favorite franchises they're not the same anymore.
They're not.
I mean,
it's sad the general industry is not there anymore. Good to see Epic Treasure. Like it's a weird state of affairs, but generally though, there's something for everybody in the gaming space. There's this weird Game Pass game that everyone's talking about, something, what is it called? Like a 2D kind of weird kind of game. It's on Game Pass. Everyone's talking about it. Chat, you'll know what it's about. Someone said play it. There's that. Shinobi, that's really good. I play a lot of Mortal Kombat, so when I play Ninja Gaiden 4, it just floats so well. Oh my god, I need to play Ninja Gaiden 4. That looks amazing. There's so much shit. There's so much.
You have
stuff.
access to it.
Yeah, man.
If you want to play it on. Oh, you don't have an Xbox?
Who I do?
Yeah. Oh, you do have an Xbox?
The Xbox console.
Yeah, you can play it on there if you don't want to buy it.
Oh, Ball X Pit. Thank you.
We game share it.
Ball X Pit, Epic Treasure. Sorry, got it first. Ball X Pit is supposed to be fun. We used to laugh at Vampire
I heard it's
Survivors.
really fun too.
Remember we laughed at Vampire Survivors and we played it and it was like, whoa, this game is crack.
So good. Yeah, Ball Pit is Vampire Survivor meets Ball Breaker or whatever it's called, like the Brick Breaker game.
Oh yeah.
Ball Breaker. That's a different game.
that's Colt's relationship with Xbox. I'm gonna break your balls all the time.
It's true.
With facts.
What are you doing to me?
Ball X Pit. Yeah, Ball Pit. and that's on the game of the year list. Hades 2, I started playing that. Holy shit, that game is amazing. If you played Hades 1, love that game, bro. The fact that I just mentioned Hades 2 and my dopamine's like, give me more. There's too much goodness. There's too much. We're actually drowning in memes right now. So 2025 already is an incredible gaming year. Like, incredible gaming year. So Death Stranding 2, that's another one. Although I don't think you enjoyed it that much.
I mean, I liked it, but I just thought the first one was way better. I don't know how the second one scored higher. Yeah. Yeah, played it first day and date on PS5. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's good. There's so many good games out there. So it's a case of like when I see the discourse crying about a lot of the platform stuff, and I fall into the same thing because we spent how much of this time was spent crying about Xbox and PlayStation, like old dinosaurs, and not talking about the games. But it's stuff you're passionate about. But the game itself are amazing as well, man. So we have a good year. Fonz. Guys, you played 2.
It has been a good year.
Fonz it doesn't like it. What about Expedition 33? He goes, yeah, it was good game, but like, hold on.
But what?
But what? You can't just gloss
It's one of his
over the
favorite
game.
games.
It's a game of the year contender, and it's on UE5. Fonz that you like to take a shit on. Go on, say something. UE5 is delivering everything from JRPGs to open world Ark Survivor games to Halo to freaking everything, man. UE5 haters, man. I get it, stutter and all that. You need to shut the fuck up. Respect. Anyway, chat. We've talked about the shit. I think I've covered everything. And Colt, you smashed it, man. We had a great time. Absolutely making memes. Smash the like button, everyone who's still here. And Colt Eastwood, tell people, how are you going to suck off Xbox next? I'm just kidding. Dick. I'm such a dick.
Jerk.
I'm such a dick.
Hold on, I'm going to find you on Twitter and block you. I'm going to continue to say how much I'm enjoying the Xbox ROG Ally X handheld. That's how I'm going to do it.
Oh, they're going to.
It's actually, I'm really enjoying it.
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks everybody for checking out Gaz and I on the show. It's an interesting time on YouTube, like trying to figure out what I'm going to cover because my distrust and issues with Xbox's business moves make it harder to be excited about some of the things they're doing. Like, we didn't talk about it tonight, but we were going to talk about how their next generation looks really cool, but they have to fix their name because people just mock them like crazy for good reason. So I'll just keep making cool videos and talking about stuff that I think people should be really excited about, and we'll go from there. But we'll be back on Ecstasy on Monday. We rescheduled several weeks because of a bunch of stuff going on. It's been crazy busy, so it's been fun.
Keep talking.
It's good to hang out with you.
Keep talking.
Oh yeah, he just barely makes it through one show. So Meg and I were like embroiled in the baseball World Series things. Our teams went up against each other, and so that was like crazy with the schedule. And it's just been a crazy busy time. A lot of people don't know this. I have an actual real job. I only do YouTube on my spare time, and work's been really difficult and busy. So I haven't made as much content, but there's been a lot of stuff to talk about. They've a lot of changes. So thank you for checking out my video. If you saw the one if you saw the video about Xbox's hardware roadmap, and people are like, nothing was confirmed. when you have Sarah Bond, Satya, and Phil saying it, and when Phil Spencer says it, that means it's gonna get canceled. Right?
Yep.
Yeah, every time. Yeah, I'm just waiting because there's a report that it's just source trust me bro right now, but the report is that Xbox is totally making their handheld, and they're just gonna wait and put it out after the console launches. So the moment that Phil Spencer says we're still doing the handheld, then all bets are off. Because Fonz goes, Colt, shut the F up.
I'm hearing
Why?
Fonz, that PlayStation is slightly ahead, or Xbox is slightly ahead. That clip.
Oh yeah, I love that one because they were ahead that month in NPD. They absolutely were. And I even had the Aaron Greenberg tweet because he had this one time he could brag that they all sold the PlayStation, and it was when they had a chip shortage. PS5 was. Yeah. But yeah, everyone always like, oh, what about this, Colt? I'm like, oh, gosh. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
Anyway.
All right, chat.
I'm starving, man. It was a good show.
Thank you so much, man. Colt, it was fun, man. You know what? With all the shit chat, I just feel like I can just chop it up. I can say the shit I want to say with you. And that's what friendships are all about.
That's what gets us to so much trouble.
Yes, it does. Thank you, everyone, chat. Smash the like button. I will put this shit on all the streaming stuff and all that bollocks. But it was good chilling out with you guys. I hope you had a good time. Where do you get this kind of sauce? Nowhere. Don't even lie. Safe. Peace.